We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, why am I so tiny again? What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's Finish Strong Friday. Stuttering Craig, good to see you guys. Man, oh man, it's almost like we are so professional, we don't know how to handle ourselves. It's crazy. Good to see you guys. Welcome on out. We got a big show for you guys today. Starting us off, as always, the illustrious Queen of Guam, Eric from You, Me, and the Movies. How are you, buddy?
Oh, hey. I'm just eating oranges.
Oh, good for you. I'll come back to you in a second. Blabs, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I kind of want some oranges too, though.
Oh, man. Oranges, they good. Hey, God tier fruit. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure. Unless they get in your eyes and it's like, ugh.
Unless they're what?
They get in your eyes. You know when, like, sometimes you open it up and it squirts at you? You know what? Oh, boy.
What are we
even doing?
What are we doing? We didn't even make 2 minutes in before you talked about something.
I didn't mean it. I was just like, it's true though. You have soccer practice when you're
I'm just
a kid.
saying, Blabs, usually when you eat it, you don't go like this and end up squirting it in your eye.
I know, that's not what happens.
Sure. Eric, do you ever get orange juice in your eye?
Oh, God. Oh,
Oh no, it happened
It
again.
Last
through his
one.
glasses.
oh.
Through his glasses and everything. Oh no.
Sometimes they just squirt and you get them in your eye.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough.
You gotta
stuff,
aim
man.
better, Eric.
Well,
I do.
Are you safe? Are you okay today? You good?
Am I safe?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally safe. Yeah.
Oh, good. By the way, looking sharp today in that wonderful Side Scrollers baseball tee, available right now over at sidescrollersmerch.com.
I
Looking
wore
sharp
red for
today.
Valentine's Day.
Ooh, that's right. It is Valentine's Day. Forgot about that.
Did you tell your wife?
Valiant Renegade has joined us today.
Yeah, nice segue. Am I even on the right show?
Absolutely, you are.
Okay, good.
Valiant, Valentine's, it's close.
It's
saying.
close. I did the shopping last night. I went out and got the 24 roses for Mrs. Renegade. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of fighting it on the actual day itself. And we even said, we're not even going to try to go out on Valentine's Day this year for dinner because we are fighting the crowd, trying to get reservations 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance. We're just going to go out and have a date next week. It's just make it easy.
It makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Like I talked about this. Actually, I said this to my kids and my wife last night, and they know this. They know this about me. I have a no card, no flowers, no candy thing around Valentine's Day. It doesn't make any sense. I would much rather show you my love literally 364 other days of the year than on Valentine's Day. So I did not give them anything. I will not give them. You know what I will give them? I will give them handwritten cards with my personal thoughts on it. That's what I will do. But I will not give them a pre-manufactured card made by Hallmark. I will not do that. I will not.
For $10?
Yeah, right. A $10
Yeah.
card. I'm not going to do that. So I'd much rather supply a handwritten card and to profess my love to the women in my life. So,
What Craig isn't telling you, he writes that card out in crayon.
That's right.
And on
and
sticky notes.
this,
Sticky notes.
That's right. Sticky note. I do have a couple left over here. It's been a while since we started adding things to the wall. Maybe we should bring that back. But look, we do have a great show for you guys. Happy Valentine's Day, normal men. I'm glad you're here celebrating with us. Gay. But
I thought that's why you invited me.
That's
I thought I was your Valentine, Craig.
I thought I was getting a box of chocolates. I'm a little
They give you
disappointed.
a box of chocolates.
Gay!
Now I feel like I'm on Cobra Cast. Good lord.
It took that from us. Just kidding. Love you, Jeremy. By the way, his channel has been doing outstanding. I knew it would be doing great, but I didn't know it would be so consistently great over there. Good stuff with Jeremy.
That's
over
really
there.
gay of you.
I can't compliment another man.
No. Just I knew it would be so great.
It was great, so great. Sounds like our president. It's the best.
The bestest.
It's huge.
All right. Well, look, we do have a lot going on today. It is Valentine's Day. We have some Valentine's Day news for you. We're going to be talking about little Pokimaine and some of the idiotic statements she said. I got a story that's about that I missed. I was out of the gaming space when this happened, but I did want to bring it up because it brings up a larger conversation, and that is the censorship of one of my favorite games that has happened from 1991. A game from 1991 has been reworked and rewritten, and we're going to get to that here in a little bit, which is silly. And we got a bunch of quick hits today. It's going to be a really fast-paced show today. Glad you're with us today. So do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you're new. Obviously subscribe. Join the 116,000 just normal men who have found common sense in the video game and entertainment space. We're glad you're here. Every subscriber is a goddamn miracle, and every like is a wonderful thing. So we're glad you're here. You know what I don't have? I don't have a Montez goal up yet. And Valiant, I don't believe, has experienced Montez yet. So if we do get our super chat goal today, then Valiant will experience Montez for the first time. And
this sounds familiar. Like I've heard this term thrown out there before, I guess, but I'm unfamiliar.
Well, I'm glad because Montez is sweeping across the internet like a wildfire in California. It's Montez is the meme of all memes right now. So
okay,
we'll get to that a little bit later.
Montez.
Man, the world would be better if everybody was doing the Montez. The world would be better. I'll tell you
doing the Montez, not doing Montez. All right, just
the Montez Slam.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Montez Slam. All right, we got a lot going on. Glad you're with us. We always like to start the show off with today in video game history. So, Blabs, what happened today?
Okie dokie. It's February 14th, everybody. We have Ridge Racer 64 releasing in 2000. We have Ninja Gaiden 3 releasing in 2012. And then Tomb Master Raider. Tomb Master Raider.
Tomb Master Raider.
I English real good. All right. Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered is 1 year old today. I English.
You're great. You're great at talking.
There's too many languages in my head.
Well, Tomb Raider 4 through 6 was also released today, a year later. So if you guys would like to check out Tomb Raider or Tomb Raider, you can now buy them all on.
She just wants a place to nap.
She does look like really exhausted, doesn't she?
I actually didn't sleep very well. I randomly woke up at like 4:55 a.m. and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? So yeah.
Yeah. Well, some other noticeable games today that you missed, Blabs, include Star Fox Assault for the GameCube 20 years ago in 2005. WarioWare Touched for the DS was released also in 2005. Let's see what else we have here today. We got Blaze Blue or Blaz Blue. It depends on how you just. I've always say is Blaze Blue, but Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend released in 2012 for the PlayStation 3. You mentioned Ninja Gaiden 3. And I would mention the reboot of Twisted Metal, which I think fell flat on its face. That happened. That was released 13 years ago in 2012, which, Eric, I'd like to remind you that 2012 was 13 years ago.
Crazy.
Yikes. Valiant, what's your thoughts on that?
The PS3?
Yeah, it was PlayStation 3.
2012 being 13 years ago? I mean, yeah, so Renegade Jr. was 1. He's going to be 14 in a couple of months. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I know. It's tough, man. It's tough. Getting bigger, getting older, and stronger, getting wiser, hurting more. It happens,
hurting
man.
More. Yeah, that one especially.
Yes, the hurting more is legit. All right, Jake came in as a brand new member. Thank you very much, Jake. Greatly appreciate your support today. Barrett came in over on Rumble, says, is anyone worried about how the upcoming series will portray the Harry Potter characters? Sir Nicholas will be poorly executed. See, that's a pun for Blabs. You can see the smile on her face.
It is. Even Valiant's laughing at it because Nearly Headless Nick is half decapitated.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah.
How can you be nearly headless? Like this?
Like this. Yeah.
Alabaster came in with a 5 for Montez. Thank you very much, Alabaster. Infamous came in with 3 Dilfs plus Blabs. Okay.
See, this is what I had to Google. I was laughing hysterically like 5 minutes ago in
You
case
know what a
anyone
dilf
noticed that.
was?
I didn't know
You
what
had
a
to
dilf
Google.
was.
You had to go. Okay.
So
I
I
need to
went
give
and
Blabs a
Googled
dilf shirt.
How am I
I
at
love
40?
dilfs.
I'll be 46 years old this year. I know what that is. How do I? Never mind. I'm not even.
I
gonna,
only ever knew what MILF was, right? I didn't know guys had one too. So I was
Well,
like, is this
the
like
ladies
daddy
made
I'd
that
like to
up.
fuck? But yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know where MILF came from?
American Pie.
American Pie.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Sean William Scott. Or no. It was Jonathan Cho. Jonathan
It
Cho.
was the Asian guy.
Yeah, Jonathan
yeah.
Cho. He's like, dude, she's a MILF. What's a MILF? Mom, I'd like to fuck.
That's right.
Stifler's mom.
Blabs, have you ever seen American
Staring at her
you-
picture in
you
the hallway.
Blabs, you seen American Pie before?
I've seen like the awful female version from Netflix.
Oh my god, I'm writing this down. I need a doc.
There's a female version?
Wait a minute. Yeah, I was about to ask. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like American Pie Girls Rule. It was released years ago. It was like straight to Netflix, I think it was. It's pretty bad.
That doesn't even
Pretty
make
bad.
sense. Did they
That-
talk about what
I have no
Why
idea
it's
what
called
American,
American
Pie,
Pie?
really is. Maybe I saw it when I was in college, but I was like half-assed drunk, so like I don't remember. But
you need to
yeah.
watch the whole trilogy.
Yeah.
Quadrilogy-
Well, I think there's like
quadrilogy
4
now?
of them now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the reunion one too.
Yeah.
That movie came out when I was in college. So if you watched it in college, that was a good number of years later.
Yeah. I
American
think
Pie was my high school. It
yes.
was like junior and senior year. One
Me
and
too.
two.
Me too. Yes. I think if you were to go back and watch it now, you'd notice that there's a number of felonies in that movie.
Nice.
Like Blabs. One of the big plot scenes in the movie is there's a super hot foreign girl who like he just wants to mess with Jim, who's the lead
Nadia.
character. Nadia. Yeah, she was
yeah.
Nadia was like top tier, S tier.
Yeah, I
Thank
noticed the
you,
way
right?
Eric said the way Nadia. I was like,
Yeah. So there's a
"That's
scene.
Nadia."
There's a scene where she gets changed in Jim's room, and this is early days internet. So they live stream.
Oh
They
no!
live stream her changing in a room, and the link gets passed out to the entire school instead of just being a private link. And
Everyone watching.
yeah, everyone's watching.
That's
It's like-
awful.
Oh man! But you get to see her boobs, and that was pretty fun when you're
Back
like,
when you
Changing
could make
Elizabeth.
fun movies.
Yeah. You know, there was a quick story. It was a quick hit yesterday I saw. We didn't actually talk about it, but Seth Rogen, of all people, Seth Rogen, was talking about how, like, he was talking about this idea that you can't make good movies or funny comedies anymore. And he actually shot that down. He's like, yeah, you just don't have the balls to make it. And I thought that was really the irony there was like, Seth Rogen said this, of all people. Seth Rogen, who's kind of had his balls cut off in the last few years. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just kind of ironic. So, anyways, but I do, Blabs, think that it would be great for you to watch American Pie.
Experience American Pie.
Maybe we can do
So
that
it's
over
coming out
on
in 4K soon.
Oh yeah, reunion. Pack, whatever. You can get all the trilogy.
The
of them.
trilogy on
Yeah.
discount.
Yeah. Jay came in with the 5, says Valentine's on Friday or Saturday is bad. Waiters should prefer it happens midweek. Yeah, man, that'd be did you guys ever wait tables? Ever have a service job?
Nope.
Oh,
I
man,
haven't.
I think
My
every-
two older daughters have, but I never did.
I think everybody should have some sort of job in the service industry at some time because you bust your ass. I've
Mhm.
waited so many tables, and you know what? The best if you fall behind as a waiter, the best thing you can do is tell them it's like I'm just starting. This is my first week. I pulled that line so many times. People are like, oh, okay, it's cool.
You're like actually, like 5 years there and everything. That's my first week.
And then they recognize he's like, Craig, you served me 2 months ago.
I was
Right.
about to say, yeah.
I got like
There's
my,
a limit to that.
my 3-year pin. It was my first week. Hey, Switzerland is in the chat with the 1, says Mighty Megatron sucks. Starscream's metal pole. So thank you for letting us know about the derogatory statement. That ghost came in with the $20 super chat. Oh, this is for you, Blabs. Go ahead and read it.
Blobs, thank you for giving me hope. There's cool people out there with great personalities and sense of humor and can be super beautiful. Also, I've been single for the past 2 months. Finn got a real pick in my pro. LOL, I feel old.
Hey, That ghost. Thank you very much.
I don't know how to answer that one.
It's
Thanks for the 20.
Valentine's Day. So,
Yeah. If you'd like to send your Valentine's wishes to Blabs, $10 super
Don't pimp
chats will
me
do
out.
great.
See, I was going to be nice and not say that. Craig just went for the throat.
Do not pimp me out. It'll go
I thought
badly.
Blabs
for
had
you.
a boyfriend. Wasn't she seeing that Roblox kid?
No.
With that said, if you'd like to send us your Valentine's Day wishes, $10 or $20 super chats
To Craig.
will go very far.
Make it extremely homosexual for Craig.
Strictly to me, make it mega gay.
That's
Mega
right.
gay. That's right. Like Willing Through Life with Brian, who is super mega gay. Gaiman says, one night at band camp, one of the best quotes in a movie. That's right. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that. Yes, this one time at band camp. Jared came in with the 2, says, it would have been really cool experience to meet you, Blabs in Phoenix and Dallas during the first week of March. And I won't be down in Texas until the following week. Haven't seen American Pie either. Well, yes. So thank you, Jared, for that. Blabs in Phoenix will be coming down to Dallas the first week of March. Circle it on your calendars. March 3rd. That's a big day for us. And that entire week will be very big. We're going to be shooting a lot of stuff down here because we are making the content for you guys. So Valiant Renegade.
You said make it gay, so whatever.
Read it. Go ahead.
I met Craig at band camp.
What instrument do you play?
Tuba.
The skin flute. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, look at Valiant. Thank you very
Valiant's
much.
like the baritone.
Let's go.
Deep.
Yeah.
And Marmalin came into the 10, says, Craig pimping again? Roblox Kids is in tatters. And Ruddy came in, says, Tara Reid was cute in before plastic surgery. Yeah, man.
Yeah. She was one of the ones that, boy, talk about going from hero to zero real quick with that.
Dude, like, did you see she was on she's on this show on Fox right now, or at least in the last couple seasons, that show where they do like a basic training thing with the Navy SEALs or something,
Like Special Forces or whatever?
Yeah, Special
I haven't
Forces.
seen that.
Yes. Oh man, and she got exactly what would happen. You know, she got eliminated super early on because she's a giant, you know, I don't know, like Hollywood actress who
Freak
has
show.
no work ethic at
Yeah.
all. Right. Let's see if I can find a picture of her in 1999 because yes, she was.
Oh, night and day.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
she had, if I recall, she had a huge drug problem. And then it's either during that or shortly after she went on the plastic surgery orama and just really went downhill. I was like Lindsay Lohan and a lot of the girls that were big Hollywood stars at that time where they started out and they were cute, they were pretty, and then they got into all kind of bad things, and then it was a hard crash into a brick wall. I mean, that was, yeah. She was one of them.
Oh yeah, bingo. Okay, here we go. Which once again, I am totally like, look, people age, right? If you look at me 10 years ago, you're like, oh man, today you'd be like, you look old as shit, right? And I get that, right? Totally understand that. But there's something to be said about aging gracefully, and then there's something to be said about, as you said, running into a giant fucking brick wall, which I feel like she has. To put this in perspective, here was Tara Reid in 1999, which once again, 25 years ago. So here she was, just, very attractive young lady, very natural. Blabs, do you know Tara Reid? Are you familiar with her?
She kind of looks familiar, but honestly, I even Googled her before and I didn't really ring a bell.
Okay. Well, she's a big player in this. I did not expect American Pie Talk to go.
No, neither did I.
Yeah.
Look at her down there in 99 with Reese Witherspoon. Right there, that little
she's
thumb.
pretty.
I mean, my God. I mean, it's just that was
One
that
more
was the
down
day.
below.
There you go, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
and here she is today, by the way. Boom.
Yeah.
So
she kind of looks like Renee Zellweger after plastic surgery.
Dude, that would be an interesting.
We have the same doctor.
Right. To talk about a tier list that we should do. A tier list of worst
plastic surgery's gone wrong. I'm writing it down.
Meg Ryan would be up there. Meg Ryan. Oh my God. What happened to her? Like Meg Ryan was such a natural beauty in this is just period 1999, 2000, and she's had so much work done just trying to stay young, and that's something I honestly feel sorry for them. They got caught up with the scalpel and all that stuff. It's a mess. Either way, That was American Pie Talk. Thank you for that.
Thank you
All
for
right,
coming to
new
my TED
segment.
Talk.
That's right. Missing Dejin came in, says, as long as they don't touch, it's not gay, unlike Jeremy. Thank you very much. And I would tend to disagree. Butter Framed Gold says, only thing I know about Pokimaine is her nip slip.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Is that in the document, Blabs?
No,
Well,
I don't
now
think
I'm
it
interested.
is.
Ministry of Dinosaurs came and says, I'd like to thank Valiant for the video breaking down just how little money Infinity War and Endgame made. Blew my mind.
When you spend a lot of money on movies like this, I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't make as much money as people think, and we've got Captain Falcon out there, whose first full day in the theaters is today, and I actually just posted right before we started. You want to see some hard-pressed losses, get ready, because this thing just turned in $5.5 million less than Ant-Man 3 did in its Thursday previews. This is going to be a disaster.
Oh, yeah, check that out. Man, and that was the thing is, we only spent $180 million on this movie. That's it.
Wrong. People
They
keep
used the word
conflating the
muscles there
term
as if that was
budget.
positive, though.
You know, that's the budget. That's what Disney originally intended to spend. That's not what they spent by the time this thing hit the screen. Those are two very different numbers that people keep conflating. So,
Bentley came in with the 10, says, actually, since Blabs left off Star Fox Assault, they should be subjugated to listening to Friday by Rebecca Black. It's Friday, all the way to the tower.
You remember when she made a comeback with her Saturday?
Well, I would never say it was a comeback.
Well, her attempt at a comeback.
Yeah.
The
Nathan
sequel.
Cassidy. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Eric.
I just said it's a sequel.
Yes.
Saturday.
We need the Sunday.
Nathan says, Blabs, you need to read that My Immortal fanfic. It's been a long time since I laughed so hard at something. Also, I found that this fanfic got its own Wikipedia page.
I kind of don't want to read this Immortal fanfic. Thank you.
I think that's something we'll do over on sidescrollspodcast.com.
I don't wanna. That sounds awful. Why do
No,
you subject me to do these horrible things?
Because it sounds awesome. People would
No,
love
why
to
don't
watch
you
it.
read the fan fiction then,
Because
Craig?
I don't care about Harry Potter.
But I don't want to read fan fiction. It hurts my head.
That's the idea.
I don't know.
It makes it
Don't
funny.
torment me here.
Kratos came in and says, Gangnam Style was 13 years ago. Geez, the first billion view movie.
Dude, I love that song. I never learned the dance, but it always just a great pick me up. You know? Like it's just,
If you go back and watch it, see, look at Eric. Eric knows it.
Yeah.
Valiant, how many times have you done the Gangnam Style?
None.
Okay. I thought you were the purveyor of that. It's when people need to go for Gangnam Style, they go to Valiant Renegade.
Yeah, disappointing. Everybody gets that wrong, but yeah, sorry.
And Shadow saying came in says, Sweet Anita is greater than Pokimane for two big reasons. What are those? Shadow saying.
Her feet.
That's right. All right, we do see every super chat, every direct donation, every Rumble rant, including Skill. Is it? How do I say that name?
skills the here.
Skills here.
Skills there?
20 says made a joke about people who can't read the signs or to not throw garbage, but it's too real. The words all sound alike too. A case of literal, illiterate, alliteration. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that greatly. Okay, it's time to finally get into things. We got a lot going on, but first, before we do that, today we actually do have a wonderful sponsor of the show, and we encourage you guys to go support them. Today, friends, we are joined by our wonderful friends over at Magic Spoon. Look, I love cereal. You love cereal. We all love cereal. But at a certain point, you're like, do I really need to be eating this stuff? And the answer is, yes, you should. With today's sponsor, Magic Spoon. Here's what you need to know about Magic Spoon. Not only does it taste great, it has 0 sugar. And if you're living that low-carb lifestyle, probably a good thing for you to check out. Oh, and it's also packed with protein. Yummy. I actually get to feel good about eating cereal. But if cereal's not your thing, they also got cha-ching! Protein bars. They're crispy and crunchy and airy. And on top of that, you can take it on the go. And just added granola, baby. That's right. 13 grams of protein, no added sugar. My personal favorite, in case you can't tell, peanut butter You love cereal, and I love cereal, but as an adult, we know it has way too much sugar and not enough protein. But Magic Spoon allows you to still have that wonderful treat and not feel bad about yourself. I'm gonna be real, they sent me like a bunch of boxes, but I actually ate all of them because they're so good. So use our code Side Scrollers or just click the link down below in the description to get $5 off your next order of Magic Spoon cereal or treats. Or you can pick up Magic Spoon on Amazon or just go to your local grocery store. And you know I love this. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, they have a 100% happiness guarantee online. So if you don't like it for any reason, which you won't, they'll give you a full money-back guarantee. No questions asked. So click the link in the description down below to go to magicspoon.com/sidescrollers or just scan the QR code on your screen right now to get $5 off your next order. Once again, they support us, so please support them. Okay, so there you go, Magic Spoon. You guys head over to magicspoon.com/sidescrollers. The link is in the chat as well as the pinned comment. Head over there. You can see right here at the top, it actually has a custom little code. Actually, you can't because we have our graphic up there, but it's purple and it's great. And they got the new granola over there. So please check it out. Once again, they support us, so please support them. I've had a ton of their products. It's really, really good, and we appreciate their support. All right. Thank you guys very much. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard news.
Yeah! Nailed it today, huh? Nailed that today. Looking
I
good.
thought you were going to forget.
No. I've been shamed by myself into forgetting that the wonderful cowboy is here. Okay, before we, I wanted to give you, Blabs, an opportunity to yell because you came in hot today pre-show. You were pissed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said, I saw this trend on Instagram,
It's
and it
so
makes me so
stupid.
mad.
Yeah.
So what's the trend?
All right. So if you guys haven't seen, there's this stupid text trend where you put like a reel and you just put a whole bunch of text over the reel, and it's you meeting your past self from like 10 years ago. And you're basically telling them that, you know, it's all going to be okay and that your divorce is going to be fine. Your children are going to be fine. You know, you being gay is going to be fine, whatever it is. It's just like a whole victimizing bullshit, really. And it drove me nuts because like all these accounts I'm seeing this stupid ass trend, which is 3 so far in like the last hour or whatever, are all Harry Potter accounts. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your personal life. Just show me your shiny stuff. You know, I want to see your Harry Potter collection. I don't care about, I'm still single at 30. I don't care. I don't. Nobody cares. Stop victimizing yourself, you narcissistic people.
Here it is, Blabs. A little self-love.
Exactly.
On Valentine's Day. There it is. I think, look, we all know what's
Maybe
going
I'm just
on.
a bitch, but like, I don't care, dude. I just don't care.
Well, they're going to say, then don't watch it. Don't read
I
it.
was
Don't
scrolling
read
on
it.
Instagram. I like their collections. I usually like what they post in their contents. I'm just like, ugh, stop trying to make it cool.
Well,
I'm sorry.
go ahead, Valiant.
I was going to say this boils down, and this is coming from, you know, guys like me and Craig. We're in that Gen X generation, older in terms of what a lot of people out there on YouTube watch. And for these Instagram kids, these overgrown adult children, I think a lot of this boils down to the fact that we have changed. It used to be where when you grew up as a kid, especially us in Gen X, mom and dad told us, it's your fault. If there's something wrong in your life, then it's up to you. You change it. It's your fault. Take responsibility. You get these kids out there now, they're posting on Instagram about this kind of stuff. Their attitude is, I'm fine. I'm perfect. The rest of the world is the problem. Mm-hmm. And this is the kind of behavior that they exhibit when they're given a public platform to go out there and shill for themselves, instead of just doing a little introspection and figuring out, you know what, if I'm 30-something and I'm unhappy that I don't have a husband or a wife or a whatever, it's like, look, well, obviously there's cases out there where that may happen, but a lot of times people need to look inside and go, well, maybe it's something with me. Maybe I need to change something about myself. That's a normal, healthy thing that human beings have done for many generations, and now we've decided to tell kids that don't do that anymore because you're perfect. You're fine. No matter what, no matter how crazy you are, no matter if you think you're a little girl when you're really a boy or all this. This is the kind of stuff it boils down to.
Valiant. Listen, I understand that you're upset right now, but you are perfect. And you don't need to justify
He's like Mary Poppins.
And Eric, I love you so much that I can't bear to tell you the truth that you are, in fact, a homosexual. But that's okay. All right? I love you for it, and it doesn't matter how much penis you like. All right? Whatever you like, that's fine. And Blabs, you're great. Go ahead.
Wow. Just honed in that last one there.
Yeah. He knew he was going to get in trouble, whatever he said.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. But I do think that there's a giant, like, I remember when X, Instagram, Twitter at the time, whatever, 2009, 2008, 2010, whatever, that when it was first starting to really rise, social media really kind of became a thing. After MySpace, after Facebook was super popular, just the micro blogging nature of social media. And I remember saying, literally on side scrollers back then on the previous iteration, that like, yes, everybody has a voice now, but is that a good thing? Is that truly a good thing? And I think that's what we've seen here, where you have obviously Instagram, X, everything that we're doing, it's all built around narcissism. It's all built around me, and look at me and my life and the virtue signaling aspect of this. So I don't know, Eric, what are your thoughts on this? And I'm sorry for talking about your penis love earlier. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, a lot of people, you say everybody has got a voice, and I've seen a lot of people, complaining about certain current events over the last couple of weeks on their social medias, and really, like, they're just screaming at a wall because nobody's actually talking back to them. So everybody has a voice. Everybody had a voice back in the day. That it's just you have the mentality, like you think somebody might actually hear you for once because you're actually putting it out into the ether. So, but I don't think everybody's actually listening these days anymore.
But like, who actually talks to the former self, right? Like, who does that? Like, oh, we met up for coffee. She had an iced cafe. We talked and we hugged. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay, but that also plays into the nostalgic nature of things, where I've talked about this on the show a million times. So often people like to go, oh, I loved your stuff at Screw Attack, or hey, I loved watching Game Attack, or I used to watch side scrollers, right? And they say, well, things happen in my life. So they have this nostalgic view of a certain show or a certain piece of content that I did. And really the reality is that they have a nostalgic, they saw that during a time in their life, which they deemed easier, right? Whether it was they had less responsibilities, they had a family member who was still alive, whatever. And it gives them funny feeling. It gives them that nostalgic rose-colored glasses about it, right? And it's not necessarily the content, not necessarily me, but they associate that with that time in their life. So by them going back and they're saying like, oh, I went back to talk to me when I was 18 years old and to tell myself that everything was going to be okay. They were nervous and such. They still are looking back at their life, whether it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, with nostalgic glasses. And the reality is that as you grow up, there's anxiety at every point in your life. There's nerves, there's every emotion you hit throughout your entire life, with the exception of being like when you're like an infant, where you're just happy and you're happy and sad because you see your mom and you shit your pants, right?
You still do that though, don't you?
No, I got a few more years before I get to that point. Okay. Wearing the adult diapers, but yeah, and I think it always comes back to like the narcissist. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this, like maybe coin a phrase, but this narcissistic nostalgia, I guess, if that makes sense, where everything was always better back in the day, when in reality it was fine, I don't know. It is an interesting trend. I wouldn't say I don't know if that trend's going to necessarily catch on.
I have no idea. I've only ever seen it like 3 times of some random ass Harry Potter accounts, and I'm just like,
yeah.
It's so annoying, narcissistic. I don't care. Anyway.
Well, here's the thing. I guess there's a difference between, because I like to look back and think about Oh man, it was so fun growing up in the 80s. It was fun being a kid. I remember the days when we can walk around, you didn't have to come home till the street lights came on kind of thing. You didn't have cell phones. You didn't have helicopter parents. It was different. Now, the question is, are you looking back on those days because you are miserable in life now and you're trying to convince yourself that the world just changed and your life isn't your fault in present day? Or I think like most everybody here, like especially Craig, you and I, because I know you and I are about the same age, we look back on those days fondly because they were fun. We're not doing it to lament where we are in life now, but we're looking back and saying, boy, things were different. Boy, those were great times. They were life-shaping events for us, and we enjoyed it. I think there's a difference between looking back and going, man, I miss those days and my life sucks so bad now, and it's the rest of the world's fault.
Well, and to kind of further that home, right? If I go back 20 or 30 years ago, right? If I go back 30 years ago to when I was 12, 13, right? I have a daughter now who's 12 or 13. As an adult, there's all this shit happening in the world, all this stuff going on, right? We have people are divided, people are pissed off, some people are happy, whatever was happening. That same shit was happening 30 years ago, right? But as a a young adult, you don't really understand or comprehend what's going on. You're not privy to all that stuff that's going on. It's adult stuff. The same thing's going to happen with my daughter. She's 12 years old. My other, I have a 10-year-old as well. In 30 years from now, they're going to be like, oh man, 2025 was the best. It was so much fun. And they're going to have nostalgia for right now.
Right.
And guess what? It was the same thing when I was growing up in 1992 or whatever. And my parents were saying, oh man, 1962 was the best, That's just the reality of the situation, and it'll be that way forever. People always look back on their childhood and is that. So anyways, thank you, Blabs. For that.
You're welcome.
Eric, you got anything to close out on that?
No, 90s rock though.
Hey, Cookie Kaiju came in with the 10 Canadian, says, according to Wikipedia, My Immortal is popularly regarded as one of the worst works of fan fiction ever written. Blabs, I think you should read it.
I don't want to read it. If it's like the worst thing ever, like, listen, I already read The Cursed Child. That's enough fan fiction for a lifetime, okay?
Blabs.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, even Valiant knows what's up, man.
It's about the content.
Yeah.
Why? But the mental health? How about?
Okay. Now we're doing the mental health card.
Hell yeah. Right. I don't want to read stuff that affects my mental health.
You're going to read a Harry Potter fanfic and it's going to affect your mental health?
Absolutely. Valiant can attest to this. These things are nuts. You should see what they write.
You can read that fan fiction and then make an Instagram post about talking to yourself before you read it.
Before reading it.
And how you can tell yourself everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
But it's actually not going to be okay.
It's ridiculous. Bike Short says, I'm definitely finishing strong for this hard news, especially on Valentine's, since that's I'll be doing all day before work. Montez, thank you so much. Speaking of, we're at 10 yellow super chats right now on our way to our goal of 20, and Valiant will witness Montez for the first time. Nathan says, everyone does have a voice. What's overlooked is nobody is obliged to listen to what you have to say. And there's a lot of unremarkable narcissists don't want to acknowledge that fact.
Yep. I've had an expression for years, and I've done this on YouTube. My kids know this. I said, yes, children. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees your right to freedom of speech. It does not, however, guarantee a right to be heard. There's a difference.
Jason came in and says, anyone who writes a message to their 10-year-old self, 10-year-ago self, and it doesn't include buy Bitcoin and Apple Tesla stock are being dishonest about what they would say. Let's go, Jason. Oh, my God. If we all just went back and spent $100 on Bitcoin, the golly. Oh, man, that'd be great. Corona Soul says, will you be my Valentine? Any of you? I'm down bad, friends. What? I'm down bad? What does that mean? Blabs, what does I'm down bad mean?
I don't speak the youth.
You are the youth.
Yes.
I don't speak it.
You represent said youth, Corona Soul. Thank you very much.
Put the fries
She had
in
to
the
look
bag,
up
bro.
DILF 20 minutes ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh, my God. Hey, thank you so much, Corona Soul. You can be Valiant's Valentine Day. There it is right there. Oh, wow. All right. Hey, and Death Star wants everyone to know that Hypnotic sucks at video games, which is good. Thank you very much for that. That is excellent. Bingo, bongo, bongo. Bingo, bongo, bango. And New York Giants fan coming in with that dad joke of the day says, what did one hat say to the other? You stay here. I'm going on ahead. Aha!
There's one that Blabs got.
Bada boom, Blabs. All right. Hey, I saw this and I thought to myself, dudes will like this. And we have dudes on the show, including Blabs. Check this out. This is a Nerf style minigun capable of shooting 3,000 darts per minute. This is one of those posts that you look at and you're like, oh hell yeah, look at this guy.
Oh man.
First off, look at all those darts on his back. God, that's awesome. Here we go. Check this out.
He actually shooting them, or they're just falling on the floor?
No, those are that's the casings.
Oh, look at that, man. That is outstanding. You can see it. Look at the spew of.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
Oh, hell yes, that's awesome.
I do not want to be the guy that has to reload that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be cleaning that up. That's a lot.
Man, that's a great question. That's a great point. You have 1 minute of fun, and then you spend the next 3.5 hours picking up Nerf.
Yeah.
Nerf,
I'm pretty sure that guy just burned his house down after that. Moved on.
I'm curious. Okay, that is an ad. You know what? I want to see how much that costs. Okay, over under on how much that cost.
$500.
Oh wait, that's actually
1,000.
for sale?
Yeah, that's actually for sale.
Is
think
it
it's
made?
1,000.
Is it custom made or is it made by the Nerf people?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
Because if it's custom made, it's probably going to be more expensive. I got to say at least 1,000 for that sucker.
I agree. Chat's all over the place, everywhere between 1,600 and 6,000. I see a $10,000 in there. Let's see what we got here. Just curious.
Because I bought a Nerf version, not near that fast, but Renegade Jr. has a Nerf version, like an official Nerf version, and that thing was a couple $100.
That's crazy. Let's see. I'll just see if I can find a link to this, because there was a link and I tried to go to it and it was an unsecure website. And it's like, nope, nope, not going to do that. But yeah, this is pretty. Oh yes, Mother of All Blasters is what it's called.
Yeah, the Moab
right there. Anyways, well, there's multiple versions of this, and this is apparently what this guy does. He goes in and he makes these Nerf style miniguns that shoot thousands and thousands of things per second. So always fun. All right, let's go keep moving on. It is Valentine's Day, gentlemen. Once again, have you guys done anything special? Will you do anything special for your significant others?
I'm going to leave my wife alone. That's what she wanted. So
Nice.
a day of peace. No, we'll go out next week. Like I said earlier, we're not going to fight the crowds on Valentine's Day. So, yeah. Got her flowers, got her roses.
Eric,
and,
what about
and,
you,
and
buddy?
a heart-shaped cookie cake. Let me add.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
My
so
wife
nice.
does not celebrate Valentine's Day either. So,
Based.
and we got a ton of snow, so we're not leaving anywhere. We're gonna come home from work. She's gonna come home from work. Kids come home from school. And we're just gonna hang out.
All right, excellent. Well, we wanted to highlight some of these Valentine's Day wishes over on X right now. This is from Melee Games. Apparently, this is from SEGA as well. Okay. So Melee Games says, no wonder Valentine's Day always blows. This whole time I've never spent it with the Sega Master System, and this apparently, like, love is celebrating Valentine's Day with your Sega with your Master System, and she's all in her crazy outfit.
She's
Over
got
there.
fishnets and pumps. Yeah.
It's a
And a
dummy
whip.
mommy.
Yeah,
I
straight up
will
dummy
say for the
mommy.
record, I still have my original, and it still works.
Your original Dami Mommy outfit.
That and the Master System. Yes.
I have my original Sega Master System. I also have the
Yep.
complete North America collection of Sega
Yeah.
Master System games.
You have a complete Sega Master System collection of games.
Yeah, I've all 117.
Oh, dude,
Plus
you
a
got
couple
me
extra
beat.
from the PAL region.
That's
It was
awesome.
my favorite console when I was little.
The Sega Master System was really.
Mhm.
I got a
Outrun, and then you had
poster
3D glasses. You
For
had
the
the
Sega
little
Master
game
System, over there, you
cards.
can't see it though.
Yeah, they had so many different. I mean, you had the cartridge, you had the cards. the 3D glasses. I mean,
Yep, I got all that.
Outrun, Alex Kidd. What was the card? One of the card games was Ghost House. I think I still have that one over there, and a couple others. Oh, that was one of the most fun game systems.
Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap, one of the greatest games of all time. It's on the Sega
Wow.
Master System.
Man, I'll tell you what, we should fly you down here, Eric, and you should bring all your best Sega Master System games, because that's the one console that it's a blind spot for me. Right? I did not grow up with that. I did not play it. I'm familiar with some of the games, obviously, Wonder Boy and some of those games, but for the most part, it's a big old blind spot for me. So that's pretty cool. I love that you own all 17 games, you said?
Yeah. So the Wonder Boy you just said. So Wonder Boy and Adventure Island are basically the same game, the first one, and then on the Sega it completely goes its own way and kind of goes more towards Zelda and like side-scrolling adventure kind of Zelda 2 kind of style. And then Sonic the Hedgehog was actually the last game released in North America on the Sega Master System.
Oh, that's
and it's a completely different Sonic the Hedgehog than the Genesis one.
Yeah,
that's cool. Love it. Well, I could do Sega Master System talk all day long, but
Me too.
But let's keep talking about Valentine's Day, because we saw this chart over here, and this is crazy to think about. I actually seeing this in visual form is nuts. How couples meet in the United States, and there are several different options here. We got family, college, neighbors, grade school, work, friends, bar, and the big one is online. Check out this chart right here, and you can see how people meeting on the internet has just skyrocketed over the last 20 years, and will continue to skyrocket.
That's insane.
That is insane. It is.
There was no online when I was a teenager and dating, and the scary thing is through friends. That is just that's the one that's terrifying to see how far that has fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean everything has fallen off a cliff. Everything.
There's no actual face-to-face interpersonal communication anymore for the younger generations. It's all texts, it's social media, it's online, it's hey.
Well, to be fair though, if you look at the chart, it ends at 2020. And what happened in 2020? Everyone was forced to stay home.
Right.
Yeah.
So like for even up until around 21.
It'd be interesting to see the next 5 years and where those numbers.
Yeah.
But that trend line started around 2005 with Through Friends, where it really started just dropping off.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying. You're right about 2020, Blabs, but that trend started taking place
it was
a long
declining.
time before.
Question
crazy.
for everybody in the chat. Where did you meet your significant other? Was it online? Was it in a bar? Was it through friends, through school? Did you know them your entire life? I mean, I'm really intrigued by this. And Eric, you posted in response to this that y'all met on Match.com.
Yeah. Well, it's funny if you go back to that chart.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to know something. So right where those two cross, through friends and online. So that's about where I met my wife. Is exactly what. And I had just gotten out of I dated like 2 people I met through, like my friends hooked me up with them and they're like, this didn't work. And then I went online with Match.com and I found my wife.
Wow.
It's like right where that X is like, got out of a relationship a couple months prior with a person that my friend hooked me up with, and then met my wife. And yeah.
Well, Adam Krigler, who's obviously was a big part of the show early on, he said, I met my wife in real life. I'm so grateful for that. You cannot feel what someone truly is like until you hang out IRL. Where did you meet your significant other? Like Adam, I met my wife at work, however many years ago that was, when I was working in a bar. So I do think that there is something like I think you can be introduced through online, but this idea that like it's a vehicle to get to know somebody, right? And while that's incredibly foreign to me, the idea of going on a dating app and trying to find somebody that way, literally based off that chart, it's something that over half of society is doing at this point. It's just very, very odd to me. What about you, Valiant?
Through friends, 26 years ago, a little over now. I mean, it was just through friends. I was 19. Mrs. Renegade was 17, almost 18. And that's, I mean, it was through friends. I mean, back then you ran around in different circles, friends from high school, other high schools, things like that. And it's kind of one of those normal deals, at least normal for back then.
What about you, Blabs? Have you ever done the dating app thing?
No, actually, I refuse to. I'm always afraid of ending up in a body bag. So I
don't blame you.
No. Especially because like where I live, there's like a lot of people move away. So the people who remain are like druggies and things like that. And I'm like, you know what? Bye-bye. No dating apps.
Marmalin came in with the 10, says, I met Miss Michigan my entire life. Was born with it. Thank you, Marmalin. GK wants to know if anybody remembers the old VHS dating services.
Oh my God, those are some of the funniest. You can still find those on YouTube. There are still some of those on YouTube. So Blabs, so this was before the internet. This was a video dating service. So what they would do is you'd have these guys and girls that would go do their glamour shots at the mall, and then they would go over to the video dating service. They'd sit in front of a green screen, and they'd put like a tropical paradise behind them, you know, the old matte technique with in-camera stuff. And they'd sit there and they record and talk about how they were this or they were that, and they were looking for this kind of woman or this kind of man, and all of a sudden, and people would go out and they would rent, like somebody else on the dating service would get a copy of a VHS tape with 20 prospective dates on it, and they'd watch the video, like Blockbuster Video, but for dating. And then they'd call the service and say, I want bachelor number 5 in this thing. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
It was wild,
it's like
man.
online dating before the internet.
It's actually some of the funniest videos you will ever see. Craig, tell me this is one of them.
Let's check it out.
Oh, yes.
Someone who's looking for me.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I live in the West End Pretend Valley. Pardon me. Hi, I'm Jana. I'm looking for...
What the fuck? Why is she holding up a piece of cake?
That's how she's going to get a man. She's going to show that man she can cook for him.
No, she's looking for ass. That's what it means.
Oh,
I got cake.
Exactly. She's looking for an ass, or she's saying she has an ass. Either one.
That phrase didn't exist back then, though. Cake.
Yeah,
in that sense. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure. Hello, my name is Ellen. Some people call me sexy. Others say I'm sensuous.
Hi, I'm Linda. Well, you know, when I'm not using my doctor and pharmacy to troubleshoot a large healthcare computer system, I'm over at the gym pumping iron or driving my black Porsche with the wind blowing through my hair and singing along with Anita Baker's Rapture of Love. I guess you could.
I'm sorry. This is
so
awesome.
lame.
Oh, you're lame, Blabs. You're lame. You don't even understand.
You got to show some of the ones from the guys, though.
Yeah,
the guys' videos were the best. I mean, it's like they were typically like biggest douchebags and losers imaginable. It was so funny.
Okay, we're gonna do this, but Blabs, I need you to know. Okay, I need you to look. We understand in real life there's a giant age difference here, but I need you to put yourself in the 80s, Blabs. Okay, and we're gonna play Would Blabs Hate 'em? Okay?
Would or would not?
Okay, here we go. Would or would not, Blabs? Let's check it out.
Let's do this.
Okay, early to bed, early to rise makes a woman healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's why you're wiser than me. It's Steven.
Hi, I'm Maurice. I'm an executive by day and a wild man by night.
Why does he look like the professor from Ferris Bueller who was arrested?
Well, he is wild by night, Blabs.
Yikes.
That's why. All right, let us know at any point if you would date any of these.
Definitely not so far. The first one was Discount Tom Selleck, and the other one was then like the freaking principal from Ferris Bueller.
Well, just Jeffrey Jones. Yeah.
Look, there's this guy over here. This guy looks like a nice executive man. He's ready.
How old is this man when in this taken though?
Blabs, once again, put yourself.
Yeah, but I'm putting myself in the 80s, right? But how old is he? If I'm like 80s from, he's still too old for me.
He's whatever age you need him to be, Blabs. All right, and you're whatever age.
Shrink him down. Be like, no, you're actually like 30.
All right, here we go.
Hi, my name's Monroe. You've probably already noticed that I have incredibly blue eyes.
Hi, my name is Phil. Most of my friends call me Big Phil.
Okay.
Big Phil.
I like. Hey, Blabs. Thoughts on Big Phil?
Big pass.
No,
this guy's totally playing
but he's
Roblox
Big
today.
Phil.
It's Big Phil.
That means he's got Tic Tac. Next.
Tic Tac.
My friends call me Big Phil.
Okay. I like to talk to people deep into the night.
I play guitar.
I'm Eitan. Hi, I'm Fred.
Wait, look,
It's Arch. It's Arch.
There we go.
There's a vandal.
Oh my God, Blabs! This guy's literally a Viking. He's cosplaying as a Viking right here. This is great.
No thanks. Pass.
What?
Yeah.
Give the guy a chance, Blabs.
I literally did. I gave him 2 seconds of my time. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Mike, and if you're sitting there watching,
Mike looks like Paul Bear from The Undertaker.
He does. Oh my God, you're right.
Oh, Undertaker.
this tape smoking your cigarette, well, hit the fast forward button because I don't smoke and I don't like people who do smoke.
I'm not afraid to get sand on my tuxedo. If you're not.
1980s Chris Pratt.
I think you just insulted Chris Pratt.
Yeah, what's damn?
It's like he's a combination of like the principal and Chris Pratt put together.
Because I don't smoke and I don't like people who do smoke.
I'm not afraid to get sand on my tuxedo if you're not afraid to let the wind mess your hair up a little bit when I take the top down.
Perhaps even a nice bath with some champagne and candles.
I just want to point out that this guy has murdered 14 people.
Yeah.
We found him. We found the mass murderer from the 80s. There it is.
Psycho killer.
Hi, Mom.
Blabs' reactions are better than these tapes even. This is priceless.
Oh my God. This is why we're number one, Valiant.
This is the best idea you've had in a long time.
I'm pretty sure this is the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yes, he definitely has murdered a few people. Which
Who goes on a dating app and then goes, "Hi, mom"? Like, are you expecting your mom to be watching a dating app?
Well, this guy does.
That's wild.
Maybe he's trying to hook up with mom.
Ew, incest, right? Mm-hmm.
See, no, maybe he was saying hi, moms. Like, hey, mom.
Oh, he likes the mommy.
I don't think there was an S on the end of that.
I'm
pretty sure.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
It's just mom.
I do fashion photography, and I do consider myself a refined valley dude. Okay. I'm looking for a trendy girl with a simple smile. Wait,
Who just called the girl simple? No one's gonna date you.
He's reading off
It's like
a cue card.
I'm looking for simple Rick.
Oh my God. Eric, would you date any of these guys?
No.
What about you, Valiant?
I'm still looking.
Okay, still playing.
We're still browsing the catalog.
Still
here.
Are there
browsing.
any success stories from these video dating
Yeah.
services?
Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be like, what is the percentage of people who got together through the 80s VHS dating services that are still alive?
Together?
Right.
Oh God, somebody got it right. Eric Estrada. Somebody said it in the chat. It really does look like Eric Estrada. Good Lord.
Chips.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know. What I'm not looking for is some big, overgrown monster that's always thinking about food and
Base!
You're not looking for Helga. All right.
Damn, he got all the calls. That guy got all the calls.
Oh, that guy's on fire. Let's go. Man, I don't even know if we should do anything else today. We should just watch this for the rest of the show. This is outstanding.
Oh, wait, look. Now we got this guy, the guy that runs OCP. Oh.
Yeah. This guy's no longer alive. I hope we found his love in the 80s.
Yeah.
So binds to himself a joy, doth its winged life destroy.
I like to do a lot of sailing. I like to outdoor activities. I like climbing. I like travel.
I took a sponge ball, was pulling him out of a little girl's ear.
The
I'm so glad he said ear. I was worried where that was going for a second.
Yeah.
What is the context of what that guy was saying? Is he a doctor? Like what?
I don't even know.
There's
don't even
more
know.
to what he was talking about.
You got to get the guy that starts off with "I'm a gynecologist." You know, it's
wow.
No
Should we
way
continue?
around.
Let's go to the 2-minute mark. Let's see how this goes.
Acious, foxy. I'm looking for the goddess.
Whoa! Look at this guy, Blabs.
Wow.
You know what? He's like, what's his face's name? Discount Kevin Bacon?
That's full price Kevin Bacon. You kidding me?
This is who Kevin Bacon modeled his life after.
Blabs. Let's look at this guy. He has a full mullet, a denim jacket, wearing gloves, and he has a rose for you, Blabs. This guy's on fire.
Definitive 80s right here.
Yes. Are you rejecting Tom over here?
He's the only one so far that I would say maybe.
What? We got a maybe.
Maybe.
We got a maybe from
What
Blabs.
about the guy that didn't want to date an overgrown monster?
I'm good.
I mean, the guy was super based for sure.
No Helgas for him.
No.
Are you the goddess?
Man.
Who is the goddess? The goddess is the woman, is a woman, is any woman, is all women.
He's desperate. Never mind. Pass. Swipe.
Oh, yeah, this is exactly what it is. You're swiping right over here or swiping left, whatever it is. Okay, last couple here.
There's sexy, slim, tight, excellent legs.
Dude, you have a caterpillar on your No. You can't be asking all these demands when you look like that. Fix yourself, then get a woman.
Whoa, Blabs, relax. You had this guy, and you don't like this guy because he's desperate.
Well, he's desperate. And
then you
this
have
one's
this guy.
too picky. And for someone looking like that, he shouldn't be too picky.
Oh. All right, let's finish up with this guy.
The woman.
I think
is
we should
a
just
woman,
watch the rest
is
of this
any-
video. This is fantastic.
The rest is put a
It's
poll in the
4
chat.
minutes.
Put a poll in the chat because this has been a long portion of the show here. We got a lot of video game stuff to get to. This is important, but it's Valentine's Day, Blabs.
This is more important than Pokimaine.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
A lot of things are.
I'm not going to argue with Blabs.
Woman
That's all I know.
Is all women.
A figure that is sexy, slim, tight, excellent legs.
I'm a 25-year subscriber to both Playboy and the New Yorker magazine.
Yes!
At night I operate.
Yeah.
We call that.
That's a winner right there.
We call that balance, gentlemen.
That's my
We call
boy.
We call that balance.
And he subscribes to Playboy for the articles.
Damsel on this.
What's that, Eric?
He subscribes to Playboy for the articles.
Duh.
That's right. That's right. Definitely not the pictures of the bush. All right, you guys vote in the poll right now. Should we continue with the VHS dating? Right now, it's a landslide, 80% saying yes. Yeah.
And the New Yorker magazine.
At night I operate a damsel in distress hotline. I guess you'd call me a knight.
One of my favorite
what?
foods is pizza.
Fan zone?
A
Distress
damsel in distress hotline.
Oh, damn. I thought he said
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what he said. I was like,
Yeah,
what is that?
I operate a damsel in distress hotline by night.
Oh, so basically he says he fucks women at night. That's like what it is. He's a homeboy.
I mean,
Okay.
if that's the case, why is he on the 80s video VHS?
Because he can't find a real girl to keep around.
Okay.
Fuck boy.
And just sugar and spice and all those things that are nice.
Like to be with people who are as fun and adventuresome as well.
Is into having
He's
fun.
the same people, so he swings either way.
Blabs, I got a feeling this guy is not fun or adventurous at all.
No.
At no point any descriptor was fun or adventurous.
This guy looks like he has a peanut allergy and has 10 puffers in his backpack.
Craig, I gotta say this. I'm waiting to get to a clip where Blab's head explodes and she says, "Oh my God, that's my dad."
Dad?
No, it wouldn't happen.
Is into having fun. Have fun. I enjoy having fun, yes. Looking for somebody who likes to have a lot of fun.
I'm looking for someone to have fun with.
Love to have a good time, able to have fun.
Fun and laughter.
And anything that's fun.
Blabs, do you like to have fun?
Yes.
Well,
I'm looking for the girl that wants to be bored. That's what I want when I do these videos.
I just want a girl that sits on the couch and watches TV with me. You don't have to talk.
If you guys are just
well, now
joining
you're
us,
talking about a dream girl.
don't even need to talk.
She doesn't even want to talk. Sold.
If you guys are just joining us, we are celebrating Valentine's Day by having Blabs look at the 1980s VHS.
I'm going shopping in the past.
That's right. And Blabs,
Get your time machine.
Of this montage that we've seen so far, Blabs, have you seen anybody that you deem as bonable?
I like the one with the jeans jacket and the rose, but he kind of seems too desperate.
Okay, all right. But
So if I would go out with this guy, it'd be like arm's length, like.
Yeah, until you get closer, right? Yeah, arm's
It'd
length
be like
first.
10 dates before I even let him hold my hand, I think.
Okay.
Be like, you might be too desperate.
So she's committing to 10 dates.
That's right. This is good.
That's it.
All right. Let's go. Let's see how this goes.
She's already thinking about holding his hand.
That's right. Already there. That's right. She's already committed to physical
This is like
contact.
the playground.
Yeah,
I'll hold
it's
your
just
hand.
a matter of time.
Hey, let me say this right now. When we do a meetup, I want everybody to show up in mullets and jean jackets and a rose with gloves. Whoever shows up like this when we do a Side Scrollers meetup, my God, you will win. You will win.
God.
Here we go. Let's continue.
Stop giving me ideas.
Are you looking for me?
No fatties.
Yeah. Yes.
No fatties.
No fatties.
Oh my God. Wait, go back and show the guy who said that, though.
Yeah, the no fatty guy. Here we go.
Yeah.
Not all. No hamsters. I still.
What?
That was before Richard Gere.
Blabs, this guy was only 25. 6 foot 2, 190 pounds.
Isn't he the
He owns
asthmatic
his own
one?
company.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
asthmatic big bird. No, thank you.
Hey, Blabs, I bet we could find this guy.
Sailing, dancing, and adventure.
Yeah, this guy's all about it.
You do realize how old this man is now, right?
Yeah, but listen, he had his
Do
own
I
company.
look like I'm looking for a sugar daddy?
No, well, I
No.
don't know. Blabs,
So,
maybe you are. But
No.
I think
Don't want
maybe-
to prejudge.
Right. 6 foot 2. He was looking for somebody
Well,
between.
now he's
21
probably
and-
like 6 foot because he's shrunk because he's like at least 80.
Well, I bet we could find Dean
80
over here. Yeah.
No fatties. I want it all. No hamsters. I steal watches. No dopers. No
Don't
smokers.
steal
No
watches?
alcoholics. We
What?
don't like
What? What?
The guy has standards, Blabs. What's wrong with standards?
No
Don't
fatties and
steal
no hamsters.
watches?
No fatties and no hamsters. That was it. That if that's the only two prerequisites that this guy has, I gotta be honest, not that bad.
Was hamsters the actual animal, or was that like a phrase for
Down
a
there.
type of woman?
Oh no.
I don't remember the term. I don't remember hamsters apart from the literal reference in the 80s.
Yeah, but like that seems like a very specific thing to say. No hamsters. Like,
is.
how many women with hamsters has he dated in the past?
Yeah.
And he knows that's a red flag for him now.
Was there like a giant boom of hamsters as pets in the 80s?
Yeah, you know what? Yes,
Sort of.
we owned a hamster in the 80s, but
So
but-
maybe that's what he's referring to. Maybe he's like, oh God, get that away from me. Or
Well,
he's
yeah.
referring to carpets down there. I don't know.
What's up, Blabs?
Carpet. You guys were literally just saying it. I'm just calling it a different word.
Do they match the
Watches, no.
drapes? No.
Yeah, that's what we're
Okay.
saying.
This guy
What is
doesn't.
he looking for? He's looking up.
He's looking for no hamsters, and he's looking
the
for
things that he doesn't want.
That's
Somebody's
right.
dangling a hamster above him right now.
No dopers. No smokers. No alcoholics. We don't like to write checks. No Donna Juanitas. We don't like to take out the garbage. No
What?
posers.
Juanitas? What
I
is
don't even know.
that?
Google it.
What I'm doing right now is making a movie about World War II. No
He
crazy
said no
Santa Monica.
Mexicans. That's what he said. No idea.
Wait, Donna Juanita is a German language operetta. Huh?
Okay, all
He
right.
doesn't like the opera?
Doesn't like Germans apparently.
Oh dear.
And my front
A
porch
weird
swing.
German name.
I'm currently involved in cleaning up toxic waste.
I'm not having fun doing this.
Do you like cats?
Domestic violence. I like to wear bright socks, and I'm an avid Cleveland Browns fan. Sexual abuse.
Life is a playground, and I want somebody
An
to play with.
avid Cleveland
of-
Browns fan, so his entire life is a disappointment.
Oh man, how sad! How sad is that?
Alcoholics,
God.
addicts, and stuff.
Because I really have a zany sense of humor.
We probably don't like to clean the house.
My mother still writes to me regularly because I average about 4 hours a night sleep.
I will cry at a commercial.
No, listen, dude. Tell me something. Tell me something I didn't know. Tell me something I didn't know, that Mr. Emotional over here. Oh my gosh.
I will cry at a commercial.
That guy is still single.
Yes.
Is that Ron Weasley? Oh my God, Blabs, that's you right there, Ron Weasley.
No, dude, he looks like what's his face's name? Seth Green.
Oh, he does.
That'd be Seth Green's dad.
Yes,
It's Seth Green's dad.
Oh my God. So someone screenshot
It's a ginger
that.
Seth Green.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Seth Green is ginger.
Yeah, he is ginger, I think.
I thought he was more blonde. Like
he's originally
strawberry
ginger.
blonde.
Yeah, but you got to look at him back in the 80s or the late 90s when he first started showing up in movies. He was ginger.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Interested in most phases of data processing.
Fire-breathing dragons.
What?
Type A, I'm not.
There you go.
Comfortable, caring.
This guy definitely
He
has played
killed
Dungeons
people.
and Dragons. Yeah,
He killed people, this guy. He stared into the camera and everything.
No, look at that Christmas sweater he's wearing.
Yeah,
That was a
psychopath.
good old boy.
It's not even Christmas, I guarantee it. He's a psychopath.
Not even
It's like July and he's wearing a Christmas sweater.
He looks like a Nintendo game counselor. That's what he looks like.
Oh, man.
I work at the Nintendo
And
hotline.
serious about a relationship. I am.
I'm really looking for somebody I can feel special about. And
Blabs, he's back.
Pass.
and I don't encounter people like that very often. And I'm hoping
No
you're
shit, man. Look
one
at
of
you.
them. Are you that woman? Please give me a call.
No.
Are you that woman, Blabs? Are you that woman?
Oh my God. Blabs, we have a new game we want to play with you regularly. It's 1980s Smash or Pass.
Oh, yes.
There's
It's
gotta
going to be all pass. That's the problem, though.
They're all weird. All the normal ones don't do the VHS dating stuff, so they're all passed.
And you know that a journey always begins with the first step.
What are you first?
And I hope that
Bilbo?
if you like what I'm trying to say, or you'd like to know more
It's
about
Bilbo
me,
Baggins. He's going on an adventure.
please write.
the edit there was outstanding. He said, just kind of stumbling through.
Me to please write.
Jesus.
Steven from Venice.
Body
39 years
designer.
old. Yeah.
Occupation. Look at the occupation.
Body designer. Let's go. What does that mean? What the hell?
I think he said wasn't he the one who was talking about like fashion body designer or camera, something like that, photography.
No, that was a different guy.
Ugh, I don't know anymore. There's too many of them.
Interests varied.
Yeah,
That's really helpful.
Really anything, pretty much. Yeah.
This guy probably just lifts weights, and that's all he does. For
He's 39 years old, and he's looking for age range of partner under 30. So he knows what he wants. Blabs, give him a call.
No, this
you're
dude is probably like 70.
Blabs, play the game. You're in the 80s watching this, okay?
Yeah, but no, I would not date.
Steven
He's
would love to wear
39,
your
dude. He's
skin.
like 10 years older than me. Oh,
He's experienced. He's experienced. A man of culture. He likes to design bodies.
I don't think he's actually experienced in that department. You know what I'm saying?
He designs bodies.
He designs bodies. He's looking for somebody under 30 to help design their body.
After he kills them.
That's right. And wear your skin.
Ew.
Yes.
Hey. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. There you
Good
go.
Lord. That was a pleasant surprise.
Oh man.
Yikes.
So Blabs, any of those people?
No, not really. I'm gonna be honest. They all seem extremely desperate. So.
Well, I mean, they did feel the need to go to the VHS place.
Yeah.
So, but not even this guy.
He was the best one, but he was really like desperate. Didn't you hear him? Are you that woman? Any woman, please. It's like Jesus.
You're a goddess.
The goddess
Are
is
you
the
a goddess,
woman,
Blabs?
Is a woman.
Yeah, that's
is any
creepy.
woman. Is all women.
A figure that is.
And he just looks like he just came out of freaking that Tom Cruise plane movie.
Looks like he's about to win back-to-back blockbuster video game awards in the next 10 years.
Yeah, Eric's right. This guy 100% has won a video game competition in his life, right?
Let's give him some sunglasses.
That's awesome. All right.
Yes,
that
Top
was-
Gun. He looks like he just came right out of Top Gun, that one.
Yes. Oh, that's great stuff. All right, look, this is great. Dave came in and says none of these guys can hold a candle to that stud of a man, the Roblox streamer, whom is Blabs' true love. There you go.
Yikes.
Dark Flawed came in and says, like most women, Blabs needs to lower her standards a bit. Picky as fuck. This show is crazy. Y'all are racist. Look at Dark
Thanks,
Flawed.
Flawed.
Dark Flawed is pissed. David came in, says, on the subject of meetups, perhaps something at the America Fair this year. Oh, that's right. The American Fair. Is that still happening?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it starts in July, right? And it's going to go all year.
We should yes, we should partner with them. We should do our show from there. That'd be great. Oh, Blabs, write that down. Write down.
Moving to Iowa?
Why not? Do it for, it's great. Zim over on Locals with the $100 support. Says, got $2,500 for selling my Pokemon cards. Recently got a GameCube with Mario Kart Double Dash, Smash, Melee, Super Mario Sunshine. I'm listening to the show and playing emulated Mario Kart 64 HD that upscales the textures and makes the characters look like the N64 promo art. Awesome, dude. Send me some of that. I want to check that out. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my recovery. Also, I'm too autistic to have any game. So all my relationships I've been because I'm adorably stupid. I met my girlfriend at a job my sister helped me get 2 years in and hope she says yes next week. Oh, let's go, Zim.
Ooh, hope she's not watching the show. Spoilers.
Oh, Zim. Hey, I know you're recovering from your back surgery right now. Hopefully you're all right. Congratulations on selling a bunch of Pokemon cards for that money. And thank you so much for your support, man. Always great to see you.
So he sold the Pokemon cards to buy a ring, right?
I think that's the implication here. Yes, I think so. Winterfell says, have you guys muted? Checking in on the Eagles parade, world champs. They're going to sign Montez. Thank you. Hopefully it's not too crazy up there in Philadelphia. Cookie Kaiju came in with the 10 Canadian money. Says Donna Juanita has a cultured plot in the French cadet. Hold on. Go ahead and read this, Blabs.
Donna Juanita has a cluttered plot, and a French cadet disguises himself as a woman, foils the British enemy, and emerges a lieutenant. So I guess he doesn't want a boss babe?
I think that Donna Juanita is actually
a tranny.
Yes.
Yes. No trannies for that man.
So that's what he was saying?
I think that's what he was saying.
No Donna Juanitas for you.
That's right. That's awesome. And Marmalin says Timu Kevin Bacon is basically the 80s Inhumans form.
I told you, discount.
Oh, that's awesome. And Aaron came in with the 10, says, for Montez, which we did hit our Montez goal. How great is that? And once Valiant returns, we will have him pick Montez's destination. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up our Valentine's Day segment, now we know that more people meet online than ever before. There you go. Put a bow on that. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. All right, Valiant, we did hit our Montez goal today, which was outstanding. So all I'm going to say is this. You get to pick the destination for Montez. Will Montez, Valiant, go to Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, The Moon, Dustborn, or what's the last one, Blabs? I forgot. Oh, it's Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the odd man out and say Dustborn.
Bitch! Montez!
You are racist.
Montez!
There you go. The Montez superplex right there. Belly to back suplex.
Lord.
Hey, welcome to the show, Valiant. Glad you're here. I did add a new Montez goal. We'll put it at 10 yellows, and we can maybe expose Valiant to another Montez slam here in a little bit if we get that. Nathan says, random thoughts during that video. No fatties. Me. The man is a Lyft driver. Hi, Mom. Me. Looks like we found Oedipus.
Oedipus. Yeah.
Yes. There we go. All right. We do see every super chat, rumble rant, and direct donation. We will read every one of them before the end of the show, including Corona Soul says, Craig, I don't speak youth. Me is you're a few months older than Craig. We clearly consume different media. Yes. You're hip. I'm not. Thank you, Corona Soul. Appreciate that. All right. Let's move on. Hey, let's talk video games, huh? Here on this Valentine's Day. Oh my God!
Why not? I mean, it's a video game show, right? I think, right?
Yeah, video game entertainment, pop culture, and most
like
importantly, 80s VHS dating tapes.
Damn right.
Yes, probably the most important thing. I don't know if you guys saw this as the Call of Duty migration into mimicking Fortnite is happening in real time. But did you see the announcement from Call of Duty yesterday about their latest crossover event that's coming soon? Eric?
Ninja Turtles?
Ninja stinking Turtles are coming to Call of Duty, of all things. Here's the trailer right here.
Yeah, I only saw the screenshot.
Hang on.
What's that?
I only saw a screenshot. I didn't see the video.
Well, here's the reveal.
Pop the lid. Pop the lid. Hang on. I want to try my hydraulic wedge. Move. I'll do it. Quietly, guys. Whoa. Tubular.
Call of Duty and Ninja Turtles crossover. Many questions here. Will the Ninja Turtles be running around with AK-47s?
Yeah, they will be.
It's kind of an
Godzilla and King Kong are.
I did it in Fortnite, so why wouldn't they do it here? So
I don't understand Call of Duty anymore. It was supposed to be like this, realism, or so to speak, back in the day. And now it's like, let me try to compete with Fortnite and just put in these shiny ass guns. Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg. What's going on, man?
Cheech and Chong.
No, you hit the nail on the head. It's because of the Fortnite situation, because that store at Fortnite where they pay to bring in all the celebrities, they license content into it to sell in the store. I mean, that generates an absolute metric shit ton of revenue, billions of revenue for Epic. And Call of Duty's trying to get a piece of that. They know they have a very recognizable franchise. They've got a very recognizable, very well-aged, well-respected IP. And they're going to try to bring in some of that additional monetization, a more robust shop where they're going to have stuff like Fortnite in there for you to go buy every 2 weeks or a month. So,
do you think that they're doing this because they've basically slowly losing their original audience? For whatever the reason, that original audience is going away. Either they become parents, they're no longer gaming, they hate Call of Duty, they grew out of it, whatever the case is, and now they're just trying to bring in this new audience of the Fortnite. Do you guys think that's actually happening, right?
I think that they have an opportunity to generate money, and it doesn't matter how much, where it's coming from, as long as they can sell it, and they know that people will buy. Look, Ninja Turtles are a massive, massive franchise. They have been, they will be, they will continue to be. And if they can create a skin and the cost of making that skin outweighs the,
their loyalty to previous customers.
That doesn't matter. They're just trying to throw in as much money as they possibly can. So
yeah, as opposed to spending hundreds of millions of dollars of creating an entirely new game or a whole new subsection of a game, when you can throw, exactly what Craig said, throw a couple skins in there that's going to cost them a minimal amount that they will be able to monetize within an existing platform and generate additional revenue from the same asset that they've already paid for. Hey, that's just good business. Now, the question is, will it work? Right? We don't know that yet, but I tend to agree with Craig. You throw stuff like Turtles in there and some big headline IPs, and they should be able to turn a good profit on it, I would think.
I think they're going to do great, and I think people will be all about it. It's ridiculous. Marmalin came in and says, why is Call of Duty doing skins like this? Is it desperately trying to be Fortnite? You're first person, so it makes less sense. Yes, this is correct. You're playing the game in first person, not third person. So pretty much you're buying the skin for everybody else to see, except for you.
I can't wait to play Call of Duty so I can shoot some Ninja Turtles.
That's right. Oh man, how sad is that? You see Leonardo on the ground dying, the idea that you die and you get downed and you're crawling to your teammate trying to survive. You got Leo over here with his gun, crawling
I
towards.
mean, it would be
Master
pretty cool to
Splinter.
see a whole 4-man team of Warzone players as all 4 Ninja Turtles running around together. But you'd have to be shooting at them to see that. So
You're
I
you're
will
not wrong.
say in Black Ops 6 Zombies and other modes, they have this chick who has a bucket hat. I use that skin, the bucket hat chick.
Of course you do. You're the one.
Yep.
Bad Nude Badger came in and says, "Cowabunga, dude. Let's go." Thank you so much,
What's up,
Bad
Badger?
News Badger. Great to see you. Taker says, "Is that lady really dating Montez Sweat, the 6'6", 261-pound NFL defensive lineman? then that other guy's lucky he's on his phone in the car." That's right. Thank you very much, Taker. Appreciate that. F. Melancholy says, "F Call of Duty." Yeah, a lot of people mirror that, but it's still raking in that money, man. That Ghost came in with a 10, says, that goal's Blabs. You are a good human. Meeting girls at the bar is not working. I dated her for 3 years. It's weird. It's weird out there finding a girl with a great sense of humor. That's first for me. You are rare, not flirting. And I and others really respect you. Thank you, that Ghost. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
Switzerland Plays IT came in with a 2, says, mega gay Valentine's Day. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Right back at you. By the way, I didn't tag you on this, Blaz, but I just tweeted this out. I took a picture of her.
Happy Valentine's Day.
That's right. There you go. If anybody else wants to spread the word about our new 80s friend over here. All right. Let's go to keep moving on. We still got a lot to talk about. So we're glad you guys are here. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you guys are popping in right now. Let's drive that thumbs up over 1,000. Let's get to our goal of 1337. We can do that if 500 of you guys hit that thumbs up button. Okay. I saw this today and my jaw literally dropped. Did you see that the movie Mufasa, which was the Lion King prequel? You guys see that? Valiant, how did that do in theaters? Did it do very well?
It did okay. I think it's currently around 650 million globally. Last I looked a few days ago, which that sounds great. And on the surface, like a lot of Disney movies, you can say, oh, that's one of the bigger movies of the year. It is. Then, of course, you take into account what the Walt Disney Company spent to get to that point, and it's less so. But, yeah.
Well,
it didn't do what they hoped. Let me put it that way. The Lion King in 2019 did about $1.6 billion, and that was in 2019. That's when ticket prices were 30 to 40% cheaper than they are now.
Well, Mufasa is making its way home, and they're selling a physical version of this, a 4K digital. It's a Ultra HD Blu-ray combo and digital steelbook. Now, this is what they're offering here, Blabs. You can see it right here. The steelbook is the new thing. You can see the 2 discs and the various other artwork and stuff along here. It looks like a pretty traditional, physical disc that you'd get.
It looks like a photography session from Africa.
The steelbooks always kind of have the different artwork than the regular edition of the same movie that they'll release that doesn't have the steelbook, but yeah.
Okay, so let's play the game. Let's play the Price is Right game. How much do you think the Mufasa Lion King combo is worth? They're trying to sell it for?
Since you're bringing it up, I'm assuming it's gonna be outrageous. Probably like $100.
Well, that's not that outrageous. Eric,
I'm gonna say about 50.
Valiant.
Yeah, I was going to say most steel books I tend to see are 40 or 50, but since Disney, I'd probably go more to the high side to 50.
$65.99.
Ha ha ha.
$65.99. You can get the 4K.
Wow.
65 to get it on Blu-ray for 41 and get the poor, if you're slapping it and you just get the poor little DVD, only $35.
They're still pressing it on DVD. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I bet that price goes down by
just
the time it sells.
A 1080p Blu-ray as a steelbook, or as click on the Blu-ray link for me, please, Craig. I want to see. Are we talking about? I want to see if that's a steelbook. I don't think they make Blu-rays steelbooks anymore. But if that's just like regular 1080p Blu-ray copy, that's horrible.
So it's Blu-ray, just in the interest of not showing off my location.
Sure.
Yeah, it's Blu-ray. And Eric, you're right. The price is scheduled. It probably will drop. This is based off of Amazon's pre-order price guarantee, which states whenever you pre-order an item eligible for pre-order price guarantee, the price will change or will charge when we ship it to you at the lowest price offered by Amazon. But the idea that they're starting at $66 to me is like, yee.
I pre-ordered some Blu-rays recently that started off at like $40 and they dropped down to like $25 when the pre-order actually shipped out.
Mhm.
But even $65 dropping 15 would still be 50, which was our initial guess on the price. So that's
Disney has a
trendy
tendency
for
to
a movie.
always be more expensive, and they tend to hold to their prices more. So I'd be curious to see. But most people that get the steel books, good for people that still want to get physical media. I'm a big advocate of it. Always have been. But at the same time, the vast majority of any post-theatrical purchases for this film are going to happen on iTunes and Amazon Prime. It's going to be PVOD, Premium Video on Demand. It's going to be a digital purchase, and I would probably guess that it's going to come in at around $25, probably $25, maybe $30 to start on a digital purchase for Mufasa.
Yeah, it's. I just saw that and I was kind of shocked at that price. That it's kind of you got to really love that movie to pay $66 for it or $50 for it. It's
They're going
nuts.
after the Disney adults.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, absolutely. They will hand over that money. Bad News Badger came back with the 100 Danish monies. Says I'd pay $66 for an original Snow White steelbook. Ah, there you go, but not the new one. Not the new one for sure. GJJ is a member for 14 months. Thank you very much. And Rolando came in. Says, remind me what Call of Duty is rated by the ESRB, because I thought it was M, while TMNT is owned by Viacom through Nickelodeon, a kids company. That is actually an excellent point. That Ninja Turtles are a children's brand being sold on an M-rated game, which, hey, you'd be naive to think that there aren't tons of children playing Call of Duty, despite it being
The average age of a Call of Duty player is probably 14.
I'd probably bet.
Well, see if you can find that. The average age of the call. And now that will not be an official stat.
No, there's no way to actually get the real.
No, because the 14-year-old would have to lie about how old they are to get onto the game platform, I'm sure.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. All right. Let's go and move on. And let's talk about this. It's so fucking stupid. This ultra privileged super victim. I'm talking about Pokimaine. Pokimaine is one of the bigger streamers in the world. Her current net worth currently sits at roughly $6 million. So she's obviously doing very well for herself. She has cultivated a vast audience of boys who want to put their gerbils in her. And
back to the hamster.
Yeah, the hamsters. There it is.
No hamsters.
Yeah.
But she came out and was kind of critical of two of the biggest streamers in this space, saying, unfortunately, there aren't that many huge female streamers, at least not on Kai and Speed's level. And she was talking about how the streaming scene is becoming more male dominated here. So first and foremost, would love to hear y'all's thoughts on that first statement. Eric, your thoughts on the streaming. You've been streaming for a long time, Eric. So have you seen a shift to a more male centric streaming space?
I think the top streaming channels have always been male, but there's always been like one girl in the top 10 at least. But in regards to, I think more, if you were to say more viewers per gender, I think there's a lot of, cam girls out there. Lots of views.
1000%. Valiant, do you have any thoughts on that?
Not being that familiar with the space, I mean, if she's doing mostly gaming streaming, think about who the largest of the gaming audience is. It's not talking about mobile games here. It's guys. It's 80%, whatever the stat is, guys. Guys are going to tend to gravitate when they want to watch something like this. It's not to say that they won't watch women stream games, and they're going to tend to watch women stream games because they want to look at the women. They want to watch a game stream. they're probably going to watch the top gamers, the guys that do it all the time, people that they can immediately identify and relate to playing the game. It's just a matter of demographics. I mean, probably most of us here on YouTube that talk about culture, talk about gaming, talk about entertainment, business, whatever. I mean, I look at my demos on YouTube Studio and it's 85%, 90% dudes. That's who watches us. That's who's really using YouTube. Women that go on YouTube, they tend to watch an entirely different genre of thing. And there's just not that many women gamers out there. Not that there aren't any or that none of them are good. There's just not that many out there. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that all the top streamers on Twitch or Kick or YouTube or wherever else that are doing gaming are dudes. I mean, it just makes sense.
I agree. And when you look down at the comments here, people are laying into this article pretty thick. And Roberto has been in this game for a long time. And I think he nails it right here. It says, nobody's on their level because nobody is putting in the work it has to be on that level. And nobody's bringing that level of creativity. Speaking of iShowSpeed and Kai and the things that they do, like they are investing tons of money into, like they're more or less doing what Mr. Beast does and taking all their money and reinvesting it into their streams, which is excellent. And they're right. Whereas what does Pokimaine do? She sits and she looks pretty. That's kind of her deal, you know? Yeah. And people have brought up like Iron Mouse and VTubers. VTubers, they're massive. And there's tons of female VTubers here. So some of the biggest streamers in the world are VTubers, are females. You just
that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. They present as females, right?
Yeah, we really don't know.
Right. But this is not the first time she said something really fucking stupid. Just 2 days ago, she was talking about the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime performance, and she was upset. She said only white people hated the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance. But she's white. Blabs, what were you talking? You were talking about this pre-show?
Right. So if you scroll down, there's actually the whole thing of her saying everything, and we can watch the full context. It's that video right there. It's about 25 seconds into that video.
Okay.
But yeah, she's from Moroccan, but she lives in Canada. So she's just full of shit, and just every time she opens her mouth, honestly, it's just like, oh, okay. What else is new?
Only white people hated it. I didn't want to say it. As a white passing person.
Hold on. Hold on.
That I didn't understand. It's like,
white
what?
passing. Okay, whatever.
That's
like, is there something I'm missing? She's Moroccan, but she lives in Canada.
The fuck is a white passing person? I don't even know what the fuck that means. As a
she means like if somebody were to look at her and say, well, you're white.
I'm not really white, but people think I am.
Okay.
So
right.
so she's white guilt by association.
There it is. Bingo. Bingo.
I didn't want to say that, but you saying that and me repeating that message, I'm just gonna let that sit. Okay, you know what pissed me off the most, respectfully too?
I don't care.
Don't care. Yeah, exactly.
I don't care. Yeah. This is just more of the same with this lady where we see this all the time. And I said this countless times on the show. It seems like it always comes back to like 20-something white women. Like the perpetual victim complex when you see the virtue signaling associated with this. I'm fascinated by, is it empathy that they have? Is it this the idea that they want to be there for everybody, but in doing so they're there for nobody? You know, I don't know. I don't understand the super white lib lady mind. Blabs, can you chime in on that? I know you're not super white So
you're white passing.
Yeah, you're white passing, Blab. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know I was white passing now. Honestly, I don't really know how to I don't understand where she's coming from. I really don't. But to point off what you guys were saying, I agree. Like, she doesn't actually do a whole lot of amazing or interesting content. So when she starts saying, oh, there's not a whole lot of female content creators or like big streamers, it's like, well, because none of the women are actually putting the time and effort into doing what like I Show Speed is doing, absolutely batshit insane stuff, right? They're just lazy. They're just sitting home and they're talking to the cameras. That's really it. They're not like putting a whole lot of effort into this. And yeah, sure, you can say there's other YouTubers who are female who are really, really big, and perhaps they just do videos. They talk about whatever and they don't live stream. So like that's a whole other separate thing in my opinion. YouTubers live streaming difference, but. Yeah, I think she's just full of shit, especially in the last few years with her like cookie controversy, the N-word, the nip slip thing that happened too. Yeah, like she's just a bunch of controversies over and over again. And I feel like she's losing relevancy too. And not to mention the whole thing with Kick too, where she was basically like shitting all over Kick. She's like, why would I do that? I have morals. It's like, bro, you priced your cookies for $28. What morals are you on here? You like just show your face on camera and you like give me money. It's like you're not creative. You don't deserve it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really for Pokimaine. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of hate because that's what happened last time. But sorry, simps. I'm not for Pokimaine.
Right. Do we have a clip of the nip slip?
I actually tried to find it, but it was a whole bunch of Russian websites, and every time I was trying to do it, like my Norton anti-hack was like, no! So I can't find anything for you guys. Sorry. I tried to be a bro. I tried to be a bro.
Yeah.
Mr. Millicani says Pokimane is an incredibly toxic person. She and her quote fans tried to take out It's a Gundam sponsors a few years ago. Oh man, fuck her then. Fuck her. Commodore fan says, as a dude, I rarely watch all women YouTube channel streamers as they don't interest me, and I don't want to be seen as a simp either. Noodles.
She married?
No. And even if she was,
she'd
never say. She'd never say.
No, she's gone out and been like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend, and all of a sudden, like her like sub count and all that subscribers went up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bingo.
Yeah, but like when she admitted that she had a boyfriend, they went down.
Mm-hmm. Noodle says, met my wife on Langmate, a Philippines dating website back in 2019. We were married in January 2024 near her home, waiting for her arrival as we speak. Let's go, Noodles. Hopefully it's not the first time you met her. Just kidding. I appreciate it, man. That's great. And tell her happy Valentine's Day. Hayden came in, says, I'm going to say it, even though as a VTuber fan, I'm not supposed to. Some of them are known IRL as well, some of the biggest. But as a fan and out of respect, you just don't talk about it. Thank you, Hayden. Great to see you, buddy. Appreciate your support as always. And we'll just put that up there. There we go. Thank you very much for your support. Okay. I want to move on and talk about this one real quick. And hopefully we'll have time to get to Ubisoft here, but we spent so much time talking about 80s VHS dating that we kind of truncated things. This story is from 4 years ago, and I'm going to bring it back to 2025 here in a second, but I didn't know this happened. I was not aware that this was going on, and this is shocking to me. This is a picture of the arcade version of Street Fighter 2 from E Honda's stage. You guys have all played Street Fighter 2 before. You're aware of this, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I still have the original SNES cartridge sitting right over there. Yeah.
And this is the edited version, the new version of this, where they have removed in the background. You notice they removed the sun in the background here because apparently this
was it. Wait. Oh, wait. I guess I noticed that. That's the rising sun from yeah, that's the Imperial Japanese flag from World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's more here. This is once again courtesy of Daniel, who has a great book, by the way, over on that you can pick up. They also did this with Zangief's stage and removed the hammer and sickle that was in the middle of the stage here.
Mm-hmm.
So they have gone back and they have this once again from 2021 removed, quote, potentially offensive backgrounds. This is from E Honda's stage, and they did this, like I said, with Zangief stage as well, which took place in Russia. Now, this is from 2021. And like I said, I didn't know this happened. I didn't know this was going on. Otherwise, I mean, this is still stupid as shit. But we have reached, like, I can even go back to that headspace in 2021. 2021 was a very volatile time, very divisive in a major way. A lot of people were pissed off about a lot of things happening in society, and a lot of companies went out of their way to react. So in this place, it looks like Capcom reacted in 2021. But it's now 2025, and culture has shifted in a dramatic way. Now, this update to E Honda's stage was apparently done on the Arcade 1-Up version of this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Arcade 1-Up is connected to the internet. So they could hypothetically go back and add the Imperial flag back to it. So a question for you guys. Do you think that we will ever reach a point to where these things that have been removed from video games that were deemed problematic will be added back into video games to restore the original form of them? Which, by the way, I don't even understand how this is problematic, but go ahead. But
that was going to be my question. I mean, how is it problematic? Here's the thing. So I look at this as this doesn't make any sense because I know it came out in the arcades before it hit Super Nintendo around, what, 92, 93, 94, somewhere in that.
91. Yep.
Oh, was it 91? Okay. So 1991, you were roughly, you were 45 years removed from the fall of Imperial Japan. That flag ended when Emperor Hirohito signed the surrender to the United States and to the Allied powers in 45. But the flag was still in the game. Nobody cared. It was just a historical piece. It was part of it is part of Japanese history. Nobody balked at it 45 years later when it came out in the game. Same thing with the hammer and sickle, the Soviet flag. 1991, 92, I think by 91 we'd already had the fall of the Berlin Wall, right? I think that was 90, if I'm not mistaken. So again, the Soviet Union had collapsed. The hammer and sickle was gone publicly, but it was still in the game. Again, nobody complained. So all of a sudden now in 2021, 30 years after the game comes out, it was problematic?
Right.
I don't get it.
I've never understood that. Eric, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's just the snowflake mentality of the late 2010s, 2020s. People are getting offended by stupid symbols. It's stupid. I don't understand how people look at flags and statues and be like, oh, we got to erase them. So if you erase history, you're doomed to repeat it because you forget about it. So
do you think that we'll see a day where people go back and they add this back to it? Because I went in, I looked for some art. You do think so?
Well, you see Disney recently stopped putting all those warning labels in front of their problematic movies. So it'd be interesting. I mean, we were talking about Song of the South last time I was on with Flawed. Maybe someday they'll release that again. So yeah, I hope we get to a stage. I hope we get to a stage where something like that is possible, because that means society's actually healing.
Yeah.
When we're not too ashamed of our past to talk about it.
Right. And I think that's the ultimate goal. Now, I went back and I was looking at some footage over on YouTube, and this guy literally has it pulled up right here. This is on an Arcade 1-Up, and like it's really bizarre. Like, that's the thing is, I think that if I saw this, I would notice that something is missing here in the background, but I wouldn't be able to point out what it was, until you see it side by side and you go, holy shit. But I hope that, in the words of Az, we can kind of move past this modern day bullshit, and I think you're right about that value. The idea that if you just ignore everything, then you're deemed to repeat it. And that's something I think we're definitely going to see in the future. And the idea of like a flag, an imperial flag, being seen as negative. Like we saw that once again around the same time, where the Confederate flag was immediately deemed like, oh, it's racist. It's like, what? Like what do you like the American Confederate flag? Like that just all of a sudden became racist because people said it was. So I guess that's
the crazy thing is
saying
the
that flag's
Japanese
still being used.
Yeah, well, yeah. In some places,
the Navy.
The things
Japanese
like
Navy.
the Japanese flag itself is the only difference between the traditional and now current version and the imperial version during World War II was the rays of the sun coming out of it. The sun, the rising sun, is still the flag. So they could have left the sun and just, if they really wanted, just remove the rays, because the rays is what made it the imperial flag. Again, but you look at it, you go, yeah, something was definitely erased from this, and it just looks bizarre.
Yeah.
They could have put something
Dirtus
there.
King says it just looks like a blank spot. Says the Japanese flag is still used by Japanese citizens during successful fishing adventures and others for non-political reasons. It's like removing the stars and bars, but even dumber. There we go. And I am the Icarus. Stud Daniel came in with the $100 super chat. Look at that. Wonderful. I am the Icarus says, if video games are art, then these things need to be preserved for artistic purposes, if anything. 100% agree.
Argument.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
That's incredibly generous. We greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much for your support today, buddy. And thank you for pointing this out over on X. I was fascinated when I saw this.
Now Blabs will be able to afford to make her own dating video.
That's right. There we go. She can go get her VHS.
No hamsters.
That's right. None. No fatties. Right, Blabs?
That's right. No fatties, no giant caterpillar mustaches. No.
Hayden came back.
Clean your bedroom.
It came back with the 5. Says, does all the censorship of symbols all just stem from when they removed the funny German L from games and movies? Yeah, I think there's a big part of that. Yes. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate that. Darth says, I only sent for G&G chicks. Hi, Blabs. Blabs is not a G&G chick. She's not even a chick. She's a woman. Get it right.
I thought you were going to say that's a dude, bro.
Hey, however you identify is up to you, Blabs. All right? Okay.
She's not a chick, that's a dude.
That's a man, baby. All right. We got Valiant here. I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the Ubisoft reports. Valiant, you are a wonderful, wonderful YouTuber who does great jobs from a financial standpoint, talking about all the good and the bad inside these entertainment companies. And Ubisoft had a financial report drop just yesterday. So why don't we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I'll keep it brief on this one. And I see you got the Reuters article here, the great piece, and I've got the actual report shared backstage. Give you some highlights here. But this is a great headline. They report a 52% drop in Q3 net bookings, right? So just so everybody understands, because the calendar's not making sense in your head right now, it's kind of like Disney. Disney has a fiscal calendar, which is their financial reporting calendar, that doesn't align with the actual calendar that we use, or January to December 1st. Ubisoft, same thing. Ubisoft's fiscal year commences every year on April 1st. It runs through March 31st of the following year. So this report, this is why it's Q3. This is from October 1st to December 31st. They are currently in Q4 of 2024 right now. This is why Craig and I discussed this months ago when we had the surprise of Assassin's Creed Shadows getting delayed. And everything was pointing towards a delay. It was supposed to come out back in November on the 15th. They pushed it back a full 90 days to February 15th. And then I said, I'm betting you, Craig, it looks like they're going to pull this trigger again. Yep. Sure enough, wham, March 20th. And I said the reason at the time, they cannot go beyond the end of March. They have to get this out. And I'm surprised they pushed this up against the wire as much as they did. They have 11 days from March 20th to March 31st to ram in as much sale power as possible with Assassin's Creed, because what this report is saying is that, okay, we're going to come in on guidance, meaning that a few months ago, Ubisoft is telling everybody, things aren't going well at all. We suck this year. Bad. All these games are failing. All this stuff is going off the rails. We're going to have to do layoffs. We're going to have to do 200 million euros in cost cutting and things like this, and just paring things down. They even talk about the shuttering of several studios. in this report again, saying, hey, we're going to make our goal. We're going to make our profit margin. We're going to hit break even, but not because we're selling a lot of stuff, but because we're dumping a lot of things. That's never really a good thing for a company. But here, what they're saying in this report, if we scroll down, just got to give you some of the highlights here. If we look at the 2025 targets confirmed. Now, this is really a joke to me. Targets confirmed. Now, what they say here is we gave you a target of earnings. Got forward-looking guidance is never a guarantee, but this is what we think we're going to wind up with for the end of our entire year on March 31st. They dramatically reduced about 6 months ago their expectations for the full year guidance, dramatically reduced. And that's when we saw a big collapse in the stock price for Ubisoft. Now they're saying, we've confirmed our targets. Net bookings of around 1.9 billion euros. This is for the full year. Right. And around break even operating income, which means we think we're still on target not to lose money this year. We're hoping.
Right.
Please, God. Right. So that's where that is. And then, of course, you got here Assassin's Creed scheduled for launch on March 20th. Positive previews that highlight the immense world. Where are these positive previews? This is what I wanted to know. You guys, I'm throwing this to y'all because y'all track this more than I have. I saw they're bragging about positive previews highlighting the game. I haven't seen a whole lot of that for this, but
I can't exactly say there have been a whole lot of positive reviews for this at all, or previews coming in. I don't know, Eric, have you seen many previews for Assassin's Creed?
I mean, they had that live stream where they tried to pet the cat and it didn't work.
Yeah, I was watching that live.
I think that's what they're probably saying is people tuned in for our live stream and they watched it. That's positive.
Yeah.
The most positive thing I saw from Ubisoft this entire year was like the Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand it. Like all they're trying to do is put whipped cream on a shit sandwich, right? And it's not looking very good. And I don't know. We'll see kind of what Ubisoft. A lot of this news was obviously suspected. I actually thought it would be considerably worse, but this is built around their them readjusting their expectations. You know,
we won't know until May. We won't know until May because that's the next earnings call. That's going to be the earnings call that happens after AC Shadows comes out. And even in this report in the next paragraph, they're suggesting right now, and this is to try to get Wall Street excited, but I don't think it's all it's cracked up to be. They're saying that pre-orders are tracking solidly in line with those of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They're saying Shadows is tracking Odyssey, which is according to them, the second most successful entry in the AC enterprise. Remember that AC Shadows has had now, 3 separate rounds of pre-orders? The one for November 15th, then they pushed it back. So they ramped up pre-order advertising again. Then they pushed it back another 35 days. So there's a lot more here. So I don't know what in line, when you really compare day for day with what one of their more popular entries in the franchise was. Also, there's the problem of, just like a Marvel movie, like Captain America right now, you get a lot of that front load Marvel fandom. They don't miss a one. They're going to go see it no matter what, but it's heavily front loaded. And by the time you get 5-6 days out, all those I have to see it no matter what people are done. And the normies don't show up. And that's kind of what I feel like might be happening to this game. They might have a good bit of pre-orders come out of the gate doing really well, and then like some of these other games that you guys have talked about this year, the normies just might not show up and just watch it fall off a cliff after a couple of weeks. Yeah.
I think that's probably what's going to happen. Is this is going to have a very short shelf life. And generally games you see that have like a long runway and great sales, they generally there's a lot of buzz around the game. And I think that, the things that we've seen from this game, it's, it's very easy to mock and talk about the whole historically accurate bullshit. And, but I think at the end of the day, people are going to look at this and be like, it's just not very fun, and that's going to be the biggest thing, and so word of mouth will not travel. And ultimately the long runway will not exist for this. So, well, Ubisoft is getting what it, what it deserved. You talked about yesterday. We saw the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of the first ever quadruple A game that, by the way, is already on the way of being shut down, Skull and Bones. And we've seen fail after fail after fail from Ubisoft. I mean, talk about like Ubisoft had quite possibly the worst year for any company that's still up. Like they had probably the worst year ever last year between Skull and Bones, the Assassin's Creed nonsense. I don't even remember the Call of Duty game. What was that damn game called, Blabs?
Destiny, or was the
No,
other
You mean
one
X
shut down?
Defiant?
X-Defiant. Yeah, X-Defiant got shut down. It was, I mean, just God, it was like lobbing just L after L after L last year. So, which ultimately will end in them being either shut down or sold off. It's all your favorites. So, your favorite companies, and we'll see who owns that. Quick side note. I looked to my left. I wanted to mention this early in the show, but I did not get a chance to mention this, talking about shit games. I want to thank the anonymous normal man who sent this to the P.O. box. They sent me a copy of Dustborn. So, thanks.
Collector's item. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I want to get one.
No, you don't. Put that back here with my Concord on my shelf for my other great games. Oh my God, I'm wrapped up in. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. We got a lot of super chats to get to. We are, by the way, we are 4 yellows away from another Montez slam. Montex. So let's get to some of the super chats, but we always like to give our guests the opportunity to bounce before we get to super chats. So if you guys would like, you're more than welcome to say au revoir, or you can stick around and Scrooge McDuck with us for a little bit.
I love diving into it.
Yeah, I've got about 5-10 minutes, so I'm okay right now.
Let's start with Bad News. Badger came in with another 100 Danish money. Says the insanity of not being able to leave the past in the past. Personally, I find the design featuring the Germans' 1930s and early 40s flags and banners aesthetically pleasing, despite what happened then. Thank you, Bad News Badger. Appreciate that. Marker Reality says the Japanese flag with the rays was and is their naval jack, the flag on their Navy ships. Interesting.
So they've maintained it over the years.
We have Shane came in with the 10, says, what kills me is that some people find the trans flag offensive, but developers would be damned to remove that from Suicide Squad or Spider-Man 2. The hypocrisy is insane. Thank you. Hashtag Montez Part 2. Thank you. Appreciate that. Key Rock came in, says the sooner the modern audience goes from fictional present to mythical path, the better. Yes. Corona Soul came back, says today can be rough for some. To all my fellow lonely hearts, I love you. Hey, you know who else loves you? This guy right here. That guy. This guy loves you.
The goddess is the woman. There
you go.
That was Blabs' favorite.
That's right.
That's my favorite.
That's right. Bell Coop says, great show, guys. Keep it up. Thank you very much. We're going to do our best. Blabs, get rid of Norton. All right. There you go.
Why?
Thank you. I don't know.
Norton is horrible.
Is it really? I've had it for like a decade.
It's basically, it just slows down your computer.
What do you recommend instead?
I just get Windows Defender. Comes
Right
with
now.
every Windows PC.
There you go.
Okay.
You don't even have to install anything.
Well, fine.
It should already
right
be on
there.
your computer.
It's right there. I am the Icarus came in with the 9 months. Says, where's the baby? Right here. There you go. Robo came in with the 2 on locals. Says, happy Valentine's Day, fellas. And the pic includes Jake's abs. Well, thank you for the picture of Jake Gyllenhaal's wonderful abs and his steroid abs. Appreciate that. Young Staff came in and says, hey, the Shinobius clip was awesome. I actually know the creator. He's from Massachusetts and has great kids. Look up Ronnie and Aaron play games. So effing funny. Did you see that clip yesterday, Eric? The Shinobiest clip?
Yeah. I'm the Shinobiest.
I'm the Shinobiest. That was great stuff. I'm looking forward to that. Switzerland Play came and says, is secretly a Yahtzee. He told the other people. Okay. Okay. Not even going to go there. Jared came in with the one says, would y'all rather see Blabs read the fanfic or some wonderful classic Arnold movies? Oh, Arnold movies. Blabs, hey, Valiant, did you know that Blabs has never seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
That's a lie, and you know it. I've seen the stupid jingle all the way.
That
Not even
doesn't
real.
count.
Not even close to real.
No.
But it's an Arnold movie.
Not even
No,
close.
it was a movie with Arnold in it.
An
There's
Arnold
a difference.
movie. He's
An
the main
Arnold, an
character.
Arnold movie is Commando,
Also a Sinbad movie.
Predator. I mean, it's 80s Arnold stuff,
No
all the way up
thanks.
through Last Action Hero.
You guys think I'm like such a dude or whatever, and I'm like, no.
You are a dude.
Well, metaphorically speaking, I am Jose Ramirez, but no,
Right.
I'm not into Arnold.
You're a dude. She's a dude. He's a dude. We're all dudes, Blabs.
Dude's a lady.
No. As the immortal Good Burger has taught us, we're all dudes. That's how it goes. M Champion says Blabs is savage. Yes.
Okay.
Commodore fan says, sorry, Craig, I tried Magic Spoon. It's nasty. Hey, you know what? They support us, so please support them. Once again, find the link to them above and below. Appreciate their support. It's not going to be for everybody, but if you're living that low carb lifestyle, pretty good stuff. Jay Thomas with the 10 says, I felt sorry for the Friday video girl. She was only 15 to 16 and the internet crucified her. Oh yeah, Rebecca Black is what you're talking about. And so what if her parents paid for the video? Show me on the doll where the video hurt you. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Blabs. not anybody else.
Get fucked.
Get fucked, everybody. Thank you so much, Cookie Don. And Jake came and says, Hail Side Strollers. Pokimaine is the worst, always has been. Have a great one today. Hey,
She's on her way out.
Yes. The mystery came in with the 10. By the way, we're at 9 right now. So we have one more. Yellow Boy to get there. Says, should do a Montez in the 80s VHS tapes. That'd be awesome. Land on that guy. Land on this guy's head over here with the rose. Sturgeon came in with the 9.99. Says the goddess is the woman. The goddess is every woman. For Montez. Thank you very much. Blaz, why don't you fire away at the top with Benjamin here?
Okay, let me scroll all the way up. Benjamin says narcissistic alga. You're welcome, Craig.
Thank you.
Hobo says SIG is the Bethesda of guns and the P320 is FO76. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hobocop.
Mr. Melancholy says down bad means you're desperate.
Oh. Thank
Well,
you.
you know. Derek says my kids have said they wish they grew up in the 90s after talking to them about how things were when I was a kid. I tried telling them it was a great decade, but they'd be bored senseless in it.
That is very true. Kids today would have no idea what to do.
MPause says, I see anxiety and depression are buzzwords for companies to sell you into solution in drug form. Take a walk in the forest, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. Go see Narnia. Wasp5 says, General Electric manufactures the minigun, the small version of the A10 Gatling cannon. And yes, it's the same General Electric that makes washing machines. They love things that spin. It goes brr. MacLeo says, kind of hard to meet a significant other when there is a raging gender war going on, not wanting to be another casualty. That's fair. Saint says, watch Mad TV, lowered expectations. Okay. Maverick says, met my wife in high school through a buddy who's like a brother to us both. We've been together since summer of 2007. She loved the birthday shout out, by the way. Awesome. Commodore fan says, Craig, you need to look up lowered expectations from Mad TV. It spoofs VHS dating services.
Lowered expectations.
Do you guys need a moment?
No, that's a great one. Hey, by the way, it is Valentine's Day. And I gotta be honest, I can't even believe this is real. I just saw this on X while I was getting prepped for later today. This is from the White House. This is unbelievable. Roses are red, violets are blue. Come here illegally and we'll deport you.
Damn, bro.
This is a real thing.
Donald Trump and Tom Holman. I love it.
That's
Now,
hilarious.
that's a card that Hallmark needs to make.
Wow, that is so that's amazing. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
that's gonna make a lot of tears happen.
Oh my god, you can just
They're
feel
gonna
them running
read
down their
all
face.
day long.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn says, using those apps when you're older is rough. It's a meat market with slim pickings. I'm the same age as Craig. Our tape for SEGA was awesome. James says, the dating service was not without its issues. My mom got SA using a service like that in the 80s. Jesus.
Damn. I think we know the guy who did it. I can tell you right now, I know exactly the guy who did it.
It better not be Bullet Boy with the rose.
No, there's
It's him.
No, it's this guy right here.
Oh yeah,
definitely that guy.
Nope,
It was that guy
guy.
who did it. Sorry about your mom. That sucks, James. Don't mean to make light of it.
Rudy says, me and herself grew up in the same neighborhood. What a lucky girl she is. God rewarded her with a hunk like me, 13 years strong. Love you, Jen. There you go.
Ruddy.
Crazy D says, Blabs the Savage on V-Day. Love it. Thank you, Crazy. Jason says, for the articles. Was my
That's
dad's
right.
excuse.
Damn right.
Mercenary says, today's my niece's birthday. Got her silver coins. Happy birthday to your niece, and that's a good birthday present. Silver coins. My mom does that with my nephews. Show me a comic. Says, women eating like a hamster?
Can we hold on? Can we talk about
Stuffing their cheeks?
Can we talk about the silver coin really quick?
Mm.
You say it's a great gift.
Yeah.
You're right. If you're 65 years old.
Listen.
Right? No kid wants a
it's an
silver coin.
investment. Well, first of all, my sister's kids are like less than 3, so like they don't really know what the hell a coin is. They
Right.
just think it's shiny. And then, the mom puts it away safe for them for like 20 years.
Get them a box with a ball in it and they'll be ecstatic, right? Like,
It's a great gift in like terms of finance, not pure joy, which eventually it'll lead you to joy.
Which we all know 3-year-olds are looking to invest in finance.
They're in accounting. Sheldon Cooper doing the taxes.
Sheldon over here, but thanks, Mom. Appreciate the silver coin. Would be a great investment in 2065. All right.
Anyway, Stealth says, shot in the dark, want to go on a date to Wawa, Blabs. No, thank you.
Sorry, Stealth.
McLeod says, lowered expectation on Mad TV, did a great job making fun of it.
Thanks.
Luffy says, dad joke, a sausage and bacon were frying in a pan. Sausage says to the bacon, geez, it's awfully hot in here. The bacon says, wow, a talking sausage.
Hey.
Not the best, but
Thanks,
A
Luffy.
for effort. Aldolin says, have a mail order bride, traditional lady from Philippines, engaged 2 days after we met. 14 years and 2 kids later, best decision I've ever made.
Wow.
Okay, well, I think we've talked to you before. I feel like you
Hold
sent
on.
a super chat in about the Philippines. Good for
Blabs.
you, man. Wild.
Blabs, we talk about these roundtables we got to do. I want to do a mail order bride roundtable.
All right, writing that down.
Jot it down. I want to talk to people who have gotten married through mail order brides. That's that's fascinating shit. You know who else got mail order bride? This guy right here. That's right. Sorry.
I wrote it down. Mail order
Real quick,
brides.
Bad News Badger came back, says, I'd watch Pretty Woman with you, Blabs, any day. Don't make it weird, Bad News Badger. Swiss Cheese David came in with a 10, says, honey trumps everything else and not just for Valentine's Day. All right. Thank you, Swiss Cheese David. We did hit our next Montez goal. So, Valiant, you get to pick. Actually, no, Eric, you get to pick because Valiant already got picked. Where are we going? We're going Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, the Moon, or the Mushroom Kingdom?
Let's go to the moon.
All right.
Bitch.
The OG right there. The first one, the originator of it. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate y'all's support. Double Montez today. FetchQuest Gaming says, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, because we're all dudes. Hey, Montez! Thank you, FetchQuest Gaming. Outstanding. Rod says, I met my girl on a dating app. We went on a small date for some coffee and bubba tea for her. Love at first sight. Still going 10 years. Let's go. Good for you, Rod. Saint says Beavis and Butthead did a video dating and got a lot of ladies looking at them. Only they were stupid and not remember why the women were calling. It's very Beavis and Butthead. Mighty for Two came in, says, Blabs, the no gerbils means you don't want tunnel exploration from behind.
Lemmy wings?
As X-Ray Girl would say, that's not a hole for you.
X-Ray Girl would say that?
She literally said it in an interview I did with her. It's hilarious.
No, but you have to do it right. That's not a hole for you.
Right. Thank you, Valiant. Now
Yes.
wait, hold. Did X-Ray Girl show up for a second? I feel like she just popped into the show just for a brief second. Thank you for that. John came in and says, fun fact, Pokimane has co-ownership to Eva. What? That I got to know more about that, John. Jay says Thor at Pirate Software was asked recently about security. He said use Window Defender and malware bytes for spot checks. VPNs have been defeated. Brian Ross, his great highlight of the 80s, LA Gear sneakers, the mullet, Aquanet, peanut butter boppers, cocaine, 87 Bow versus the Boz when real men played football. Let's go, Byron. Thank you so much. Brian. Rolando came in and says the dating VHS are funny and all, but nothing beats the Nintendo Power VHS promos. Just my thoughts. Thank you, Rolando.
Real fast, you were wondering about Pokimane. She's the co-founder of the talent management and brand consulting company RTS, which shares the management responsibilities for EVO.
Wow. Pokimane having some ownership at Evo. That's fucked up. That's crazy. Okay. Hey, guys, that's going to do it today. We went long and hard in a major way. I'd like to let you guys know you need to head over to Valiant Renegade's YouTube channel. Valiant, why don't you give everybody a rundown of exactly what you do on a day-to-day basis over there?
Well, we've got our live show every Sunday and Wednesday evening at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, and we cover a lot of the business and financial side of Hollywood. Lately, it's been steering more into all the changes with Trump coming in, the DEI stuff that's being just stripped right and left, Disney being the last one to die on this hill. But like I've said for 4 years, hey, it's really hard to separate entertainment and politics. They are inexorably linked. You can't discuss one without the other, so that's what we do.
Well, you do a great job of it. Closing in on 100,000 subscribers. You guys head over there and check out Valiant Renegade's channel. And of course, Eric is here in his wonderful Side Scrollers baseball tee, which once again you can pick up over at sidescrollersmerch.com. Thank you, Eric. Looking sharp. Tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
Well, I'm the Shinobiist.
You are. This is true. Look at that. Wow. Look at that.
The original Sega Master System.
I love that.
And also you can find us on You Me the Movies. We have a special Valentine's Day movie reaction today of My Bloody Valentine that goes live in about 45 minutes.
Oh, line it up perfect.
Get ready for that.
All right. You guys head over there and check out You Me the Movies. There's you guys also have a couple other channels too, huh?
Yeah, we got You Me and the TV as well. Where we watch TV shows. So we're going through Dexter and Squid Game 2 right now.
Excellent. Speaking of, I watched the end of Cobra Kai last night. I saw I've completed the series that was like 8 years in the making. Maybe I'll talk about that on Monday. Give everybody the opportunity to check it out.
I got to watch it this weekend. Don't tell me anything yet.
I don't want to.
Last half.
What's that?
The last half just came out.
Yeah, the last 5 episodes.
Yeah, last third because they did it in 3 parts this season. Yeah.
Yes. I'll tell you, we'll give you guys through the weekend to watch it, and then I'll kind of talk about that maybe Monday or Tuesday next week because lots of thoughts. With that said, I'll tell you this right now. I thought it was pretty good. All right. With that,
Zim came in with 10 over on locals. He says, "Here's a trailer for Mario Kart 64 HD, Craig."
Here's a what?
There's a trailer. I'm sending it to you in the private chat.
Oh, thank you. Let's check it out real fast. The HD upgrade here. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah, this looks very great. Here we go. Real fast Zim. Upgraded textures and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I thought that was a little blurry. There you go. There we go. Much better. That's considerably a lull. Look at those wonderful upgrades. That's good stuff right there. Zim, thank you, buddy. Appreciate your support as always. I want you guys to have a great rest of your day. Head out there, get outside, touch some grass, and hey, you got your woman today. It's Valentine's Day. Why don't you touch your woman too? All right, let's go. Only if she wants it.
Consenting. I've never watched a tea video.
Don't be weird.
No hamsters.
No
hamsters, no gerbils. Right?
No fatties.
That's right. No fatties. There you go. There's listen.
And no Juanitas.
Side scrollers. No gerbils. No hamsters. No fatties. No Juanitas. There
Don't
it is.
say
There's
that. Don't say the wrong name either. That's always bad. Trust me.
No.
Have a great weekend, guys. See you guys later. We'll see you guys later. Remember, if people are going to try to keep you down, don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you Monday at 11 a.m. Central Time when we're back at it again. Enjoy your weekend. Touch some grass. Bye-bye.
Fatality.